and our faith is nurtured.
We experience what it means to serve firsthand.
We carry that Christ-centered service into our careers and community and watch as it transforms the world around us.
We learn to always be motivated by faith and to focus on how to give what we've been so generously given.
At UMHB, we lead with intent.
We create, grow, and excel.
We challenge and equip the next generation.
We are all here for a reason.
At UMHB, we live with purpose, on purpose.
Ladies and gentlemen, UMHB football would like to say a big thank you to our biggest supporters, Sefco, Don Ringler Toyota and Chevrolet, Edward Jones, and PNC Cable Construction Incorporated. We would also like to thank All County Surveying, Hilton Garden Inn, Lot Vernon and Company LLC, Stone Tree Golf Club, SWC Mortgage, for their support of UMHB athletics.
All right, I think we are ready. Just framed up here.
Today's game between the Pirates of Southwestern University and your UMHB crew. The Pirates are under the direction of head coach Joe Austin. The crew is under the direction of head coach Larry Harmon.
Pirates fight, yeah, to the end, whoa, to the rim.
Consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are grounds for removal from the side of competition and other disciplinary action.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. My name is Merle Bertrand, coming to you live this evening from Crusader Stadium in Belton, Texas, and I'm joined tonight by Mr. Melvin Jones, filling in for TJ Vela, who's got a wedding to attend, not his own. He assured us of that, not his own wedding, but okay. Jacob Gonzalez on camera, Christina Weber, our QA, Joshua Blanch, our producer, Chuck Tracy down to the sidelines, and Melvin, it's an old cliche in sports that if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and that's the task in front of these Southwestern Pirates here this afternoon as they get ready to take on the defending national champion, Mary Hardin Bailey Crusaders.
Not only that, Merle, but they have to face a champion who's coming off of a loss.
Right.
So they are going to be very hungry, and first game of the conference season, let's get it.
Let's get it indeed, and hopefully we got them all dialed in down there in the sideline. Let's hear from our intrepid sideline reporter, Mr. Chuck Tracy, who actually, I'm not seeing the thumbs up down there, so.
Yeah, I don't know if Chuck is ready or not.
I don't know if he's ready now. We're going to get off the camera and let you go down to the field anyway, and let me know if you get Chuck dialed up.
Sophomore linebacker from Austin,
He's not.
Durand Hill.
Chuck, let us know if you hear us down there.
Texas, number 13, Omari Frazier. Junior defensive back from Houston, Texas.
It is very loud down on the field, so I don't know if Chuck can hear us right now or not.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and hear from him in just a minute. Joe Austin's Pirates entered tonight's game at 1-1 after getting off to a terrible start last Saturday night in Mississippi. The Pirates fell behind 28-0 at the half versus Belhaven, rallied to cut the lead in half before fading late en route to a 42-15 loss to the Blazers. The Crusaders, as Melvin mentioned, almost shockingly also coming off a loss. The Crew annihilated then number 11 Muhlenberg College here 62-13 to open the season, but fell 28-24 to the number 6 University of Wisconsin Whitewater in the land of cheese last week. The Crew, by the way, are in their first season under head coach Larry Harmon. Harmon promoted to the top 20 after 20 years as the Crew's defensive coordinator, taking over from the only other coach the Crew have had in their 24-year history, Pete Friedenberg. And the university is officially naming the field Friedenberg Field here this afternoon. So congratulations to him. But Melvin, as if it doesn't get any tougher, now you've got that sort of emotional weight for the Crusaders. They want to put on a good performance here for their former coach.
Absolutely, and I'm looking down on the field right now, Merle, and they have banners already for the ceremony and getting ready to name the field after their former head coach. It's going to be an emotional night. The fans are going to be jacked up. Can't wait for this tackle football game to get started.
Well, that sets the table here. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear what Coach Austin had to say about last week's tough loss to Belhaven and what it's going to take to pull off the upset tonight against the Crew. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on Vype Live. Playing a commercial break and then...
I don't know if Chuck can hear us at all.
From Troy, Texas, number 89, Anthony Avila.
Irish do win because of that guy.
What's that?
Irish do win because of that guy over there in the stands.
Ladies and gentlemen,
One guy.
Ask you to rise for our invitation. Leading us in prayer today, Jason Palmer. Jason is the Dean of Spiritual Life at UMHB.
So interview's up.
Yeah.
Chance to come out to this storied place and see these two teams compete. Thank you for the privilege of welcoming so many families to campus this weekend as part of Family Weekend. Lord, I ask you to bless.
Click on the SU Football Weekly broadcast and just listen to the 10 minute. It took 10 minutes to tell the story, I think, of our trip, and so yeah, it was a mentally challenging trip, mentally challenging week overall, and it's good to have that week behind us and move forward fresh.
And just an odd game in general. Fell behind 21-0. Had some chances to not make it 21-0 early on. But as their radio guy said, almost 2 halftimes with a 2-hour lightning delay, and then you had about 7 or 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Then another 10-minute break. So just not only was the trip weird, but the game itself had a weird kind of feel to it.
Yeah, very weird game. Anytime you have that 2-hour delay, yeah, you're right. You kind of have that 2 halftime situation, and just again, if you don't know about the whole trip, just watch the SU Football Weekly, and it explains the whole thing. It was just it was a weird 3 days from Friday to Sunday.
Now, one thing we didn't talk about on the show on Monday night was what was the mood like in the locker room during that break. Sometimes that can really ruin the other team's momentum, give you guys a chance to regroup, and it seemed like that's what happened. You played a lot better after that long break.
We are unfortunately well rehearsed at lightning delays. we had several during training camp. We lost our whole practice last Wednesday to lightning, and we had, of course, kind of sit in the locker room and wait to see if we were going to be able to get back out. We are unfortunately well prepared at mentally handling a lightning delay. So, I guess that's the silver lining is it didn't ruin us mentally by any means. In fact, yeah, we came out and we did pretty well after the break, for at least for a while. We kind of wilted a little bit again at the end, but we did just fine coming off the 2-hour break.
Well, as you mentioned, fell behind early, but won the second half. We did the math. It was 15-14. The Pirates winning the second half. Unfortunately, the first half still counted. What were some of the highlights for you for Southwestern, and what are some of the things that disappointed you of that contest?
It was an uneven effort. We had really good performances by players and really poor performances compared to what they usually do, and then some up and down performances. So it was just an uneven game. On defense, Peyton Vaughn, I thought, played spectacular. Over 10 tackles, an interception, good plays on special teams. Just a really, really good game for him. Eli Norris at corner did really well. Maybe those are the two guys that really stood out as having really good, consistent games for us. On offense, Ethan Powell had over 100 yards, several big chunk plays, a 43-yard play on the very first play from scrimmage. I thought he did well. Our right guard and right tackle, Brian Gutierrez and Josh Taylor, I thought also did a good job on the offensive line. So those are maybe some of the standout performances from an individual standpoint at Belhaven.
Well, let's leave Jackson, Mississippi in our rearview mirror and turn our attention to this conference opening play against the defending national champion Mary Hardin Baylor Crusaders. And they are coming off their first loss of the season. They come in at 1-1, just as the Pirates do. Talk about this year's version of the Crusaders.
Well, they're still very good. They lost by 4 on the road at Wisconsin Whitewater, who was ranked number 6, probably underrated at number 6. It was a rematch of several national championship games and several semifinal games. They play each other in the Final Four. Boy, it seems like almost every year they're matched up at some point late in the playoffs. And Whitewater played what I would call probably the perfect game. How they managed the clock. They held Mary Hardin Baylor to only 3 possessions in the first half because you got to keep their offense off the field. Of their 17 possessions this year, I believe they have 12 touchdowns, a field goal, a missed field goal, and 2 punts. So 13 to 17 possessions they scored points on with a chance for a 14th. So yeah, 2 punts out of 17 possessions. They're pretty good offensively, and so we'll have to try to do the same, make them have long drives when our defense is out there, and then try to maintain possession with our offense, continue to get first downs, and try to shorten the number of possessions during the game.
Is it one of those games that's kind of it's not a big picture game, it's a little picture game. It's series to series, play to play. You just kind of take little bites of the apple to try to hang with those guys. Is that kind of the mentality and the approach to beating a team like that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's a blueprint to do it. I mean, Wisconsin Whitewater is very good themselves. They showed the blueprint, which is what we kind of had in mind anyway. But as far as as you said, taking it in small segments. Let's make them work hard on this drive. Okay, good job. Let's get some first downs on our drive. Okay, good job. Just keep taking bites of the apple, so to speak, and hang around and give yourself a chance later in the game. Just like what Wisconsin Whitewater did, they had a chance to score a late touchdown in the game, and they did, and they won.
You've had 2 non-conference games to get ready for this one. Anything that you've learned about your football team? Anything that maybe surprised you heading into conference play?
But we're still at the phase of the year where we're figuring out who we are and fine-tuning who we are. So we'll continue to do that through this game and all the way through the season. But I think I wouldn't say there's anything that's totally surprising, but there's still some things we need to do to, I think, be maximizing who our players are and maximizing what we can get from a performance standpoint this season.
Well, any final thoughts here before we let you go take on the defending national champs?
No, I like games like this. I love challenges. It doesn't bother me to play them. So you asked me on the show on Monday, the mental approach, and I said I'm not worried about him being excited to play this game. Right? Everyone wants to play the defending national champ. It's getting him to calm down a little bit. Right? Just relax. Don't get overhyped and make mistakes just because you're way too excited. So that'll be the challenge for us today, is to just maintain our composure, stay calm, and give them the best effort we can give them.
Well, Coach, appreciate the time as always. Have a safe trip up, and good luck tonight on the field.
Thank you.
Southwestern Pirates head coach Joe Austin, our guest here on the pregame show. We'll take a break, be back in time for the national anthem and the opening kickoff. You are watching Southwestern Pirate football on the Vype Live Network. And welcome back to Crusader Stadium, and let's see if Chuck has us now down to the sidelines. Merle Bertrand here along with Melvin Jones. Chuck Tracy down there boiling in the yellow vest. Chuck, do you have us?
It is super loud down there.
I don't think he's hearing us at all.
No, not at all.
Had the pregame ceremony here with the naming of the stadium, Friedenberg Field. And Chuck, as soon as you hear us, let us know. We'll try to get you on the air here real quick. We're not hearing you at all down there.
Very festive atmosphere right now, Merle. The stands are coated in purple.
Yes, they
this
are.
Afternoon.
And a number of Southwestern fans made their way, still filing into the stadium here. We're still about 5 or 6 minutes away from opening kickoff.
There was the one Pirate fan over in the stands with the Let's Go Pirate, and this crowd on this side of the field was not happy with him whatsoever.
No, they weren't.
And the Pirates have taken the field, as well as the Crusaders.
Both teams on the field. We're ready to go here. Conference open for both teams. Both teams coming in here at with a mark of 1-1. And we're still waiting to get Chuck Tracy dialed up down the sidelines if we can. And hopefully he'll get a word in with Coach in just a moment or two. We're just moments away from opening kickoff. We'll have an email up and running here in just a few minutes. It'll be southwesternfb@gmail.com once the game gets underway and things have kind of settled down a little bit. Always a little crazy to go on the road. You're not quite in the familiar surroundings. There's a lot of noise, and the noise is not coming from the right side of the stadium.
And to come into this atmosphere on this emotional day, honoring the former head coach, national champions, coming off of a loss. Woo, it's a tough day today to be a Pirate fan.
It is, but a good opportunity. You got to look at this as an opportunity.
Absolutely.
As I'm trying to find Chuck down there on the sidelines, he's going to...
Chuck, we see him. He's waving.
All right, he's waving. So let's cut down to Chuck, Josh, and let's hear what Chuck has to say. Get his thoughts real quick as Coach Austin is making his way over.
We're probably going to wait to the national anthem. He's pointing up right now as we're getting ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
All right.
Football.
And I think Chuck is making his way over to talk to Coach Joe Austin.
Just real quick question. Sure.
Take it away, Chuck.
Here I am with Coach Austin. Coach, celebration here for Mary Hardin Baylor. What did you tell your team that they need to do to keep themselves in this ball game against a perennial power?
We got to be competitive. We got to have urgency to our game, and we need to make sure that we're a brotherhood. That's one of our core virtues is being a brotherhood. So that'll be important to me.
Well, anybody's beatable on any day, right, Coach?
Oh, certainly. Yeah. So we've got a plan.
Tonight's point toss is Credit. Coach Creditberg is a commitment to Creditberg Field County with his efforts on one side, Crusader Stadium on the other.
Thanks.
Back to you, Merle.
All right, Chuck, since we got you down there, what's the mood like of the team?
Yes, sir.
We weren't able to talk to you earlier on. What's the mood of the team like as they get ready to take on these guys?
Yeah, it seems to be pretty calm. You know, the emotions aren't real high. They seem to be pretty level down here. There are a couple of key injuries that I'm not sure the broadcast is aware of. Gomez will be starting at quarterback today.
These are the captains for both teams. Here are tonight's captains for the Pirates.
So keep that in mind as Landry Gilpin is not suited out for tonight's ball game.
Number 7, KJ Miller.
All right.
Number 17, Kyle
Back to you, Merle.
And number 20, Jeffrey Sims Jr. And number 93, Sante Parker Jr.
I'm sorry?
So captain's meeting out there in midfield, and yeah, sorry about the crosstalk there. The PA was just coming in through Chuck's mic pretty loud.
Was blasting all the way through.
So we'll get this all sorted out. Here's the captain's meet at midfield. Trying to see who I can identify down there. Number 11 is Jerry Cephas. Oops, that's the wrong number 11. Ethan Pyle, number 84 for the Pirates. 77, of course, is Nick Hackett.
So Pirates receive the ball to begin this ball game.
All right. Yeah, that's a tough break with Landry Gilpin unable to go at quarterback. But Damian Gomez getting a lot of experience last week on the road at Bellhaven. So the Pirates will get the football first. Go ahead and throw up the offensive lineup for the Pirates real quick. It'll be changed just a little bit with Gomez in place of Gilpin. There you see the offensive lineup there for the Southwestern Pirates, and we'll switch over and let you get a look here at the Crusader defense. And this is all part of shortening up the game. Coach Austin talked about that in the pregame interview. There are very potent offenses, Mary Hardin-Baylor. So the more the Pirates can have the football here, the better.
Time of possession is going to be a big thing in this first opening stages. Let's see if the Pirates can control the ball to keep this offense off of the field.
So Southwestern will kick off, or will receive the kickoff going from left to right here. And a beautiful day, about low 90 degree here in Belton, Texas. If you're not familiar with Texas geography, Belton just south of Waco on I-35, about 45 miles north of Georgetown.
Very humid today, too.
It is. We got the window open, so the crowd noise, the crowd mic of the Crusader fans down below blasting up through the windows. But that's the best way to get a nice clean camera shot. And we feel like we're part of the crowd, Melbourne, as we are underway from Crusader Stadium. And the kickoff going to settle down to about the 2-yard line, coming back left or right. This is Peyton Vaughn on the return, and he is going to be hit hard at the 12-yard line.
I tell you what, Vaughn really tried to get more yardage out of it, but that special teams coming from the Crusaders was already down there ready to go.
So first down and 10 Pirates, they'll start out moving from left to right at their own 12-yard line. Damian Gomez last week came in pinch hit, 6 out of 17, 104 yards with a touchdown and no interceptions. He's a junior, wearing number 8. And we'll have trips wide left, one here to the near side. Pirate offense averaging 23.5 points per game, 369 yards per game, with about a 2-to-1 pass-to-rush ratio.
4 wide to start, Merle. Let's see how well this Pirate team is going to spread this ball out. Here comes the blitz.
Pass swung out left side to JoJo Wilson, the freshman. Good pickup out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up a second down and about 6 from the 16-yard line.
Real good pass pro by the offensive line to make sure that the blitz didn't come through.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep them off their backs. Wilson, just a freshman, 7 catches, 127 yards on the season. He's a speedster. Split wide left is Dugan Sexton wearing number 3. And a shuttle pass underneath, out across the 15 to the 17-yard line, tripped up, falling forward for maybe a yard on the play. Nice idea, but a nice reaction there by the Crusader defense, as that was Colby Bartlett on the carry.
3rd and 5 now coming up now. It's time for the Pirates to move these chains and keep the Crusader offense off of the field.
They're giving up just 20.5 points per game, just under 400 yards per game is the Crusader defense. And a key 3rd down and 5 coming up here from the 17-yard line.
Adrian Garza just ran onto the field for the Pirates. 4 wide once again.
3rd and 5 from the 17-yard line. Empty back set. Gomez looking, finding over the right side, complete at the 20-yard line. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down. Nice pitch and catch, Adrian Garza on the stop, but he's going to be stacked up a yard shy. It's going to set up a 4th and 2.
Yeah, going 3 and out on the opening drive wasn't in the plans for the Pirates. Now this vaunted offense from the Crusaders come onto the field.
Lancaster set to punt this one away. He's standing at about a 6-yard line.
Let's see if the Pirate defense could have a better start than they did last week in Jackson.
Yeah, that was rough, but they rebounded and made it a game in the second half. Good snap back and a nice booming punt into the wind, and a fair catch called for and made late. And I think that's why he didn't see a flag. I mean, number 4 for the Pirates had to put on the brakes and couldn't get stopped in time, but the fair catch came up very late.
Yeah, most of the time you'll see the officials throw a flag on that, but good job by the officials by keeping it in their pockets.
So we'll turn over the Pirate defense now as the Crusaders will start 1st down 10 at the 45-yard line.
Crusaders now starting 4 wides.
1st down and 10 for the Crusaders. Kyle King, the senior quarterback, 34 out of 48. It's a handoff to start things off around the left side of the 45. Tippy-toe and stays in bounds. Look out, he could go. No, drug down from behind at the 32-yard line. Saving the touchdown for the Pirates was Blaine Corrigan, but not before a big game for Southwestern.
That is big. Alfonso Thomas, he is averaging so far this year 5.2 yards a carry. Only 159 yards, but man, if he touches the rock, he can carry it.
Yeah, and he got around the corner pretty quickly. He found the extra set of gears. Flips the field, puts the ball at the Pirate 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. King, quick drop, looking downfield. Good protection all day. Now rolling to his right. Pocket starts to break down, dumps it out underneath. And a beautiful job in the open field. Great open field tackle out there for Southwestern. That is Jamarcus Ross, a 5'8 junior defensive back.
Yeah,
to hold that to a 2-yard pickup.
Merle Ross was all over that play, and great tackle to ensure a minimal pickup there for the Crusaders.
2nd down and 8 from the 28. Trips to the near side, 1 receiver wide right. King in the shotgun, fakes a handoff, swings it out to the left flat, and off the fingertips, incomplete. Tried to get it out.
That may have been a blessing, though. It was a lot of Pirate jerseys over there.
Yes,
ready for the tackle. So that was a blessing that that ball came out of his hands.
Yeah, Ethan Mills was closing pretty quickly for the Pirates. That sets up a key 3rd down here, although the Crew is probably in 4-down territory. It'd be a 55-yard field goal attempt from here. Just underway, 1st quarter, no score. Pirates with a 3 and out, trying to do the same thing, or not a 3 and out, but trying to get off the field here against the Crusaders. 3rd and 8 from the 28-yard line. King, play action, looking downfield. Good protection again, fires over to the left side, caught at the 15, and rustled out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Good pitch and catch as K.J. Miller hauls that one in. Escorted out of bounds by Elijah Norris, but it's a 1st down for the Pirates.
Yeah, Miller's going to be one of those receivers that the Pirates need to focus on this afternoon. He does have a touchdown so far this season, and he can't. If he gets open to the open field, it could be a ball game.
1st down at the 16-yard line. King, handoff up the middle. Not much running room. He's going to get down to about the 15, maybe the 14-yard line on the carry. Kenneth Miller Jr. on the carry.
Yeah, that was Miller's 6th carry in this entire season so far. Three wide this time now for the Crusaders.
Two receivers wide, right, one to the near side. Play action pass. King firing over the left side towards the end zone and caught. Nope, out of bounds. Nice throw by King. He put it where only the receiver could get it because there was tremendous coverage by Southwestern, and as a result, the ball sailed out of bounds.
Yeah, Andre Gibson was all over that, Merle, and made sure that the receiver was out of bounds when he caught it.
So once again, a big third down coming up here for the Pirate defense. 3rd down and 9 from the Southwestern 15.
If you're the Pirate defense, you got to think 3 is better than 7.
Exactly, yep. Two receivers wide right, two to the near side. Single back lined up, that's Miller to the left. King dropping back on a 3rd and 9. Pressure coming, and fires over to the left side. That ball is caught, and it's into the end zone, touchdown. K.J. Miller hauls it in. Peyton Vaughn, one of the best defenders of the Pirates, just a step behind there, and a 6-0 Crew.
Yeah, Miller had that post route, and there's really nothing Vaughn could have done on that. Pretty good offensive drive to start this game for the Crusaders.
They made the adjustment after the misfire on the previous play.
Exactly.
Anthony Avila on for the extra point. Good snap and hold. Kick is up and into the netting. So 10:40 to go here in this first quarter. We'll keep it here and thank some of our sponsors. 7-0 Crusaders on top. Those sponsors would include Antioch Georgetown, Baylor Scott and White Healthcare, Chappelle Realty Group, Chick-fil-A, Chisholm Trail Pediatrics, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick Volkswagen, Double Dave's Pizza, Eagles Wings, First Texas Bank, Gary Brown CPA, Georgetown Shirt Company, First American Title, The Golden Rule, Mesquite Creek Outfitters, Groove Line Productions, HEB, House of Gaines, John F. Lewis CPA, Mighty Fine Burgers, Fries, and Shakes, Minuteman Press and Waterboy Graphics, Primerica Financial Solutions, Ross and Champion, Rudy's, Schlotsky's of Georgetown, Bricks and Ale at the Sheraton, Stephanie Featherstone with State Farm, Upstream Investment Partners, and Zane's Hands. Thank you to all those folks for being sponsors of Southwestern University football. And it took the Crew 5 minutes to get their first points of the ball game, but they lead it 7-0.
Time for this Pirate offense to come back into the field and try to answer. We cannot let this game get out of hand.
That's right. Yeah, as the kickoff is going to sail 9 yards into and out of the end zone. And it'll be 1st down and 10 Pirates for the second offensive possession of the afternoon.
It'll be 1st and 10 Pirates at their own 25-yard line.
So something that you wrote down, Merle, that the average score of this game, 52-6.
52-6. Pirates are 0 for 5 lifetime, and the margin of victory, the closest they've come is about 30 points. And that's no knock on Southwestern. Crusaders do that to a lot of schools.
Absolutely.
But the Pirates would like to get it closer today and pull off the upset. Lights are on here in this beautiful stadium. About a third of the field in shade as the Pirates take over, going from left to right at the 25-yard line. Gomez to his right. He's going to keep it himself, cuts it back up to his left, and he's going to be dropped. No, he stayed on his feet and managed to push the pile forward for a couple yards. Good second effort there by Gomez to get out of the attempted tackle from Mason Kovnes.
Fantastic effort by Gomez. Gomez was tackled in the backfield. He was done for, and that second effort netted him another 3-4 yards.
What is that? 2nd down and 8 from the 27. One receiver wide left, two to the near side. Dropping back, handoff up the middle. And stacked up at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or so on the play. Looked like Colby Bartlett on the carry for the Pirates. That's going to set up a 3rd down and about 7.
Tough task to ask these running backs to run on this Crusader D-line today. Yeah, the chain yard marker is not in the same position as a football. Now the football is a yard ahead of it. So they did give him one, so now it's 3rd and 7 coming up.
3rd and 7 from the 28-yard line. The receivers wide left, two to the near side. Dropping back, looking downfield, and caught over the middle. That's going to be good for a Pirate 1st down.
I don't know if they're going to mark him short, Merle, by a yard.
Oh, wow, they sure are. Going to be 4th down and about a yard. I thought he had it. Nice job out of the backfield by Gianni Tseg, and the Pirates have to punt it away again.
Bad ball placement there by the officials. He definitely got to the yard to get.
So Lancaster set to punt this one away again. He'll hit it from about his 25-yard line. And another booming punt over the far sideline, and it takes a Pirate bounce, rolls out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. And that's where the Crew will take over first down and 10 with 8:27 to go in the first quarter. Up on top 7-0. So far, early impressions, Pirates are competitive. They just can't not quite get over the hump here in the early going.
And once again, we harp on it that this is a very stat Crew team.
Yeah.
Coming off of a loss last week, defending champions, you know that they want some get back today.
Yep.
Saw in the rankings all over the place. They went between 5 and 6 nationally. Even with the loss.
Yeah, multi-time national champion. Their reputation precedes them. King, handoff left side, cutting up, and a nice hole off the left tackle. Bouncing to the outside. Look out, 45-50, 45-40, 30, 25, 20, 15, and into the end zone touchdown. Alfonso Thomas. One play, 65 yards, and it's 13-0.
Thomas got to the corner, and it was done for. And once again, his average this year is 5.2 yards a carry, so he could move the ball. And great blocking up front by the offensive line.
Well, I guarantee he's up above 5.5 yards per carry today.
Absolutely.
A couple of long runs. And if you're a Pirate fan and the coaching staff, that's exactly what you don't want, is to give up those kind of big plays here early.
Not at all. We're close to 7 minutes gone in the first quarter and already down 14-0. Soon to be 14-0.
But the extra point
as money
drilled through. So 8:15 to go, and it is 14-0. And I can already tell I'm going to be annoyed by that train whistle every time they score.
Well, the Pirates defense, if they make a couple of stops, you wouldn't be hearing the whistle too many more. So.
South End Stadium Concourse. Don't forget to stop by concession stands today. Get the commemorative Fredberg Field Cup. It's pretty retro, and you get free refills with the.
So now this Pirate offense, 3 and out both drives so far. They have to get some movement going, get the ball moving, keep the Crusader offense off of the field.
Yeah, got to give your defense a chance to rest up and kind of regroup over there. Almost picked up the first down in the last possession, came up just 1 yard shy, but they've got to string together at least a couple of first downs and kind of right the ship here, settle this down back into a football game. And the kickoff is going to sail 5 yards deep into the end zone, and the Pirates will take over first down and 10.
So now Gomez has to come onto the field to have some sustainment with this offense. All right, Merle, let's see what this Pirate offense is going to do. Gomez back out onto the field, see if he finally gets comfortable.
First down 10 at the 25-yard line for the Pirates. Gomez, handoff right side, trying to turn the corner, and this is LeBlue out to about the 27-yard line, gain of about 2 on the play.
Nice stiff arm there by LeBlue. He did pick up 2, so hey, better than negative yardage.
Second down and 8 from the 27-yard line. Two receivers wide left, 2 to the near side for Southwestern. Dropping back, handoff right side, and the Blue is going to be smothered at the line of scrimmage, maybe even lost a yard or 2. It's going to set up a 3rd and long back at the 25-yard line.
The Blue came up a little hobbling there. The entire defensive line was on him. That's a lot of beef there. Going up against a 5'8" running back.
3rd and 10 from the 25.
One thing about the Pirates, they have yet to have a 3rd and manageable so far.
Yeah. Trips wide left, one to the near side. Gomez in the shotgun. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Dumps it off underneath. Complete out to the 25. Trying to put the shoulder down and digging for it out to the 29-yard line. But about 6 yards shy of the first down. A 4-yard pickup there to LeBlue. But the Pirates with another 3 and out will be forced to punt it away.
Looks like the offense is staying on the field there, Merle.
Interesting. They sure are. Now the punting unit's going to come
in. That was late.
If you're in midfield, that's one thing. But, man, that would be gutsy.
I mean, 3rd and 6 from your own 29? But 4th and 6? Yeah.
So Lancaster, his 3rd punt of the afternoon. Both of his previous 2 have been pretty decent. Good snap back. Oh, they're going to blow. Looking for a flag, and Lancaster is down. They got a piece of there. It is. There's a roughing the passer as a run from the punter. As coming in quickly, I don't know how he missed the football. It was Brandon Jordan, and he made contact with Lancaster. Somehow managed to miss the football entirely.
So now, I got a brief education on the rule last week watching the NFL. As long as the defender does not contact the plant leg, it is a
running into.
We'll
see what they call here.
It is a rough
personal foul.
Pirates' first down today.
Well, you got to take advantage of this. You caught a huge break there. Good to see Lancaster get up. He was slow to get up.
And looking at the replay, yes, he made complete contact with his plant leg.
I didn't think they were going to throw the flag. I thought maybe he got a hand on the football or something at first, but they both threw it at the same time. So
all the way out to the 44.
So the Pirates, this is their best field position of the afternoon so far. They take over 1st down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Gomez with LeBlue to his left. LeBlue with the carry up the middle, and boy, this defense is just so good. Nothing doing. Tristan Green there on the stop for the Crusaders.
The front 4 of the Crusaders are out-muscling the offensive line right now for the Pirates.
And they're big boys. Mason Cavness up there. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Now, Gomez hasn't missed a pass tonight.
Right.
So, maybe start a dink-a-dunk offense, maybe, to get some sustainment on the offense.
2 receivers wide left, 2 to the near side. LeBlue will now move to the right side of Gomez. Gomez dropping back, looking left, and he ducks underneath the pressure. Now he's got some running in 45 and upended at the 49-yard line. Nice open field tackle there for the Crusaders by D'Arva Brown. That one looked like it was going to be a big game for the Pirates, and Brown shut the door pretty quickly.
But again, Gomez was stuck right there in the backfield, and he made something of it.
So a big 3rd down here for the Pirate offense. 3rd down and 5 from their own 49. 4:50 to go opening quarter, down 14-0.
Only one negative play thus far for the Pirates. They just can't sustain any positive plays.
Trips here to the near side, 1 wide left. Reverse, and they were all over that one. Little shuttle pass underneath to Colby Bartlett, and the Crusaders have watched their film work.
That was Johnny Smith-Ryder with the tackle, and he was all over that play.
So Lancaster will come onto the field again, 4th and 8 from the 46-yard line.
So now the Crew is about to have their worst starting position of the night.
Low snap, Lancaster gets it and gets a clean punt away. It's going to angle towards the sideline and bounce out of bounds finally at about the 24-yard line. So not great field position for the Crusaders, but you toss it around the left side and you got a running back that takes a 65 yards. You don't need great field position.
Right, and the defense just have to be able to stop this offense from getting anything positive. Tough task to ask, but they want to stay into this game. They need to stop this Crusader offense from getting anything positive.
1st and 10 at the Crusaders.
Grab some momentum for the defense.
The receiver's wide right, to the near side. Quick drop, pass by King, all open, then slot to the 35 and up to the 39 and the 40, out across the 40. About a 16-yard pickup, good for a first down. Jerry Cephas just kind of stepped into the slot. He was wide open.
He had a DB at least 10 yards off of him, hit him with the slant. First down, Crew.
Crusaders up quickly. 3:18 to go, first quarter. Two receivers wide right, to the near side. King dropping back, looking over the left side, and incomplete off the fingertips of KJ Miller. Good coverage that time by the Pirate defense. That'll set up a 2nd and 10.
I see the Pirates dropping back in a lot of zone. So let's see right now if they're going to play a little bit more man here on 2nd down.
Trips here now to the near side. Handoff around the right edge and turning the corner, and Stetco quickly by the Pirate defense that time. Just a short gain of about 2 yards. So a chance to get off the field here. This is a golden opportunity for this Pirate defense as Kenneth Miller picks up 3. That'll set up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that was great penetration that time by the D-line to stop the run. Only a 3-yard pickup, but it's better than what they have been doing. So
trips to the near side, one wide right. King in the shotgun. Empty back, looking downfield, pocket breaks down. Now rolling to his left. And dumps it off to the left side, all alone to the 45 to the 40. To the 35 and knocked down at the Pirate 32-yard line. Pirates just lost contain, and somehow it was Kenneth Miller Jr. out of the backfield, all alone up here on the near sideline.
There was no defender within 7 yards of Miller.
They all just kind of collapsed on King, I think, and they let Miller get behind him. So Crusaders keep the drive alive. Two receivers wide right, two to the near side. King, play action. Looking, firing over to the left side. That ball is almost intercepted. Boy, reading it all the way was Peyton Vaughn. He just couldn't quite get his hands on it. That time the wide receiver, KJ Miller, turned into the defensive back.
Peyton Vaughn had a great read on it and just couldn't pull it in.
So 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 2:03 to go in this opening quarter. 14-0 Crusaders. Trips wide right, one to the near side. Dropping back, King. Looking, firing over the left side, complete, and an open field, hanging on for dear life. Nice job there by Andre Gibson, hanging on to Miller.
Only a 1-yard pickup, great open field tackle there that time by Gibson.
Now the key, you've gotten him in third along a couple of times, is getting off the field.
And again, 3 is better than 7.
Right. Yard marker says 4th down. It's 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 from the 30. King dropping back. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws it. And caught into the end zone. Touchdown. Wow. Jerry Day Jr. And what a job by King, just staying in there, felt the pressure, delivered a strike as he was hit from behind.
And the Pirate defense got to him and just couldn't stop him from getting it today. Touchdown.
Just a fraction of a second too late.
But the blitz was on, and it was the perfect play call. But King delivers it today. And now the Crusaders up by 3 touchdowns.
Good snap and hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 1:24 to go. All Crusaders so far.
game, the UMHB enters Crusader Stadium by walking the cruise through Balcom Student Union. Please turn your
Merle, I don't think this was the start that the Pirates are looking for.
cruise brought to you by Sefco.
No, it sure isn't. This, in fact, if you could look it up exactly what they don't want, this would be a down 21-0 on the road against a heavily favored team.
Still a minute 24 to go here in the first quarter. This is the first time I've actually saw the Crusaders live, and they definitely meet the hype.
If you'd like to be a part of the Sefco cruise for the next home game, please line up an hour and a half before game time at Balcom Student Union.
Well, there are no 21-point plays in football. You just got to string some first downs together and try to get some points on the board and settle down here.
And that's offense. That's all you can do. Just try to get first downs, keep the momentum going. More importantly, keep their offense off of the field.
Right. There's another kickoff into and out of the end zone. The Pirates will take over first down and 10, trailing big here early with 1:24 to go.
So again, the Pirate offense, they've only had 2 negative plays so far in this game. The problem is they don't have enough positive plays to go with it.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Gomez in the shotgun. One receiver wide left, trips here to the near side. And handoff given ground all the way back to the 18-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 7 yards on the play. Taseg in at running back. He tried to turn the corner, and boy, east-west running is going to be difficult here against this Crusader defense.
It is, and I believe on that RPO, I believe Gomez waited too long to hand that ball off.
Loss of 6, second and 16 back at the 19-yard line. Pirates with 1 first down in the first quarter. That came by a penalty. The receivers wide left to the near side, dropping back. And dumps it off underneath the Taseg, and he may have heard some footsteps there. That would have only been for a yard or two pickup anyway, but the pass falls incomplete. On the coverage was Amari Frazier, and sets up another 3rd and long here for the Pirate offense.
And Merle, I could be mistaken, but I believe that was the first incomplete pass tonight for Gomez.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually, yeah.
And again, just not enough positive plays.
Right.
And that was maybe for a yard, but it would have been for something. So now you got a 3rd and forever situation.
Yeah, 3rd down and 16, trips here to the near side for Gomez and company. 1 receiver wide left. Dropping back, pressure coming up the middle. Gomez going to run for it and bounce to the left side, just not much there. Maybe a gain of about 4. And that's going to set up yet another punt here for the Pirates. A 4th punt of the first quarter if they even snap the ball. With 1 to 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think I would hold off. Regroup, head into the second quarter.
So the clock is ticking down, 10 seconds to go. Both teams are coming off the field. So we've reached the end of the first quarter. Great start for the Crusaders, not so good a start for the Pirates. We'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the video board and show us your best dance moves for tonight's dance camp brought to you by Don Ringler, Toyota, and Chevrolet. Let's see those dance moves.
And welcome back to Crusader Stadium. Merle Birch and Melvin Jones, Josh Blank, Jacob Gonzalez, Christina Weber back at the Comfy Cozy Vype Live Studios, better known as her living room, keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast. Make sure that we're staying on the air and looking and sounding as good as we possibly can. And Lancaster, with the wind at his back now, that's one advantage to wait until the second quarter. And a high booming spiral punt going to land out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. We'll see where they triangulate this to.
Whoa.
Ooh, boy.
Midfield, wow.
Yeah. Only about a 30-yard punt with no return. Pirate defense on their heels. They got to come up with some answers and slow down this Crusader freight train.
Yeah, the Pirate defense need answers and quickly for this game gets a little too out of hand.
Right. So Crusaders going from left to right now as the teams have flipped sides. The receivers wide left, one to the near side. King in the shotgun. Hand off around the left side and knocked down at the 48-yard line. Gain of about 2 yards on the play for Alfonso Thomas.
That was a fantastic tackle that time by Ethan Mills. He was all over that play. That's the type of tackling that the Pirates need to get off the field.
Second down and 8 from the Southwestern 48-yard line. Crusaders going from left to right here in this beautiful field turf facility. One receiver wide left, two to the near side. King dropping back. Pass over the center of the field. That ball is caught. Breaks the tackle. 15-10, 5. Another Crusader touchdown. Will McClintock, the tight end. Pretty good coverage. He just shook it off as soon as he caught the football.
You can't have a tight end go over the top of a 5'7" DB, and it was 99% of the time that's bad news, and that's exactly what McClintock did.
Yep.
It's the big plays that is killing the Pirates right now.
It is, yeah. Bother them up, and then give up the big one.
Exactly.
Good snap and hold. Kick is up, and he drills it through. So, second quarter picks up right where the first quarter left off. 14-11 to go. 28-0 Pirates on top. Stats every bit as lopsided as you would expect. 7 first downs to 1. Pirates with 6 yards rushing to 94 for the Crew. 15 yards passing to 101. And just kind of scanning through here. Time of possession pretty even, but that's only because they've been scoring on big plays.
Yes.
Crusaders for 4 for 4 on third down conversions. Pirates 0 for 5. And it is just a one-sided football game right now.
And Merle, if you look at it, that's the key to this ball game right now. Third down conversions. Whenever you're giving up 4 for 4 on third down and you can't convert yourself, signs for a disaster.
Yeah, yep. Thanks for a long afternoon and evening.
Yeah, Gomez had 1 incomplete in the first quarter. 5 for 6, 15 yards. His longest play, 7 yards.
Gomez getting the start today. Gilpin still shaking up. Don't forget the email is open, southwesternfb@gmail.com. Give a shout out to your favorite player. Let us know where you're tuning to the broadcast from.
And that's another thing that's hurting the offense right now. There is absolutely no yak yards whatsoever.
That's true, yeah.
As soon as they touch it, it's a tackle right there on the spot.
Kickoff sails up to the 7-yard line, up to the 10, to the 15. Nice seam up the middle, but it closed quickly. JoJo Wilson out to the 23-yard line. And boy, we've seen that all day long. It looks like there's a big hole. The next thing, it's plugged up.
If Wilson had just a split second more protection, he could have been gone.
Right.
But that hole closed up so quick. So if you're Damian Gomez right now, you have to think, what do I do to move this ball, to move the chains so we can stay on the field? And right now, Gomez is doing everything he could. He's only had 1 drop in the first quarter, so let's see what this offense can do.
The receiver's wide right. Gomez swings it out of the backfield and making the man miss out to the 25 to the 30. Out across the 35, 33-yard line. That's one of the best looking plays of the Pirates so far. That was Sam LeBleu out of the backfield for a first down.
On their second first down of the game, but their first down that they converted.
Exactly. So 1st and 10 Pirates at the 33. Give a shout out to my mom tuning in from the great state of Illinois, turning her into a Pirates fan.
Hello, Mom.
I've already turned her into a Vipers fan.
Ah.
So, handoff up the middle. And another nice hole out to the 39-yard line. That's going to be good for about 7 yards to bring up a 2nd down and 3 for the Blue and the Pirates. So they found something here.
Yes. Now, I wonder if they start going tempo now, if they have any success going tempo.
Well, I just remember Coach Austin saying on the SU Football Weekly on Monday night, we can't fall behind 28-0 against these guys. And
here we are.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what's happened. Trips to the near side, 2nd down and 3. The Blue up the middle, and he's going to have the 1st down and more out to the 47-yard line. They're just doing north-south running right now.
Here we go. Good playing going for the Pirates right now. North-south is a lot better than east-west.
Yes, it is.
As the Blue now is struggling to get up.
Oh, that's a bad sign. He's come in and giving the Pirates a bit of a spark.
He's going to come off with his own power. That's a good sign.
That is a good sign. He's running the boot. Sort of like a spin out in a NASCAR race, and as soon as the yellow flag comes out, the car fires up and rolls away.
Yep. But he could be cramping up just a little bit, so he's walking on the sideline. He doesn't look too hurt, but he's going to head over to the bench for just a little bit. But another 1st down for the Pirates.
Yeah, they're stringing them together like we talked about. 1st down and 10 from the 47-yard line.
Best drive of the night so far for the Pirates.
Jaquan Marion in at running back. And they're going to swing it over to the right side. They've got a receiver intercepted at the 25 to the 30. Underthrown a little bit to the 35. And fighting through the tackle attempt, still on his feet, into Pirate territory. Fumble. Ball came out, scramble forward, and the Pirates are going to get it back.
And
they're getting it back at the 32-yard line. Coming out of the football for Southwestern was Adrian Garza hustling on the play. Back-to-back turnovers all within about 30 seconds, Melvin.
And Garza grabbed that break. That was a lucky break for the Pirates because Gomez underthrew his receiver.
Yep. He had Powell open. Titus Dunk with the interception and a really good return, but the Pirates just kept hitting him and poking at the football. It comes out, and Southwestern gets it back. And I think we're going to wind up pretty much right where we started.
New set of downs now for the Pirates. But they showed that they can move the ball as long as they don't get careless with it. So a lot of north-south running. That time I just believe Gomez just underthrew Powell.
Yeah, he did. So Southwestern gets it back. 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line, ball in the near hash. Handoff up the middle. And ducking under the attempted tackle was Marion. Picked up about 2 yards on the play. As long as it's positive yardage.
Yes.
You can't take that 5-yard loss on 1st down.
And I believe the running backs now are getting the gist.
Yep.
North-south, not east-west. Because they're gaining positive yards whenever they do that. First major mistake that Gomez did tonight.
That's true. And boy, he had him open too.
Yes. Powell was in for a touchdown.
2nd down and 8. Trips wide right, one to the near side. Gomez dropping back, looking, flying over to the right side. Got a receiver open at the 40. It's Wilson. And he's tripped up right there, but not before a 4-yard pickup makes it a manageable 3rd down and 4 here from the 40.
Their first third and manageable all night.
Yes.
And that's exactly what they've been looking for. They haven't converted once, so let's see if this is going to be the first one.
Big 3rd down here. Let's call it 3 from the 40. Trips now to the near side. Wilson split out wide to the right.
Here come the blitz.
Yep, from the edge. Pirates run through it, but that big defensive line was ready for it. They slammed the door. There were 3 purple jerseys there. That's going to set up a 4th down.
Johnny Smith-Ryder was coming off of the edge,
he was
ready to blitz, and that defensive line was ready for it, though. They had the hole just completely clogged.
And really, that was kind of the right call. I mean, you just hand off. It looked like a draw play up the middle, but just too good a penetration there by the Crusaders.
Absolutely.
So the Pirate drive stalls out here, and Lancaster's had a busy afternoon so far, set to punt it away again.
That was close once again.
That was. Line drive kick over the shoulder catch back at the 16-yard line. Looking for running room. Cuts it back up at the 20. Now bounce it to the near side. Got to contain him. He cuts it back up. Man, he is nimble.
Here comes
Over
Miller
to the near
again.
side, 35-40. 45. Lancaster got a piece of him and slowed him down before the Pirates could get to him. Jamarcus Ross on the stop along with Peyton Vaughn, but another nice return.
KJ Miller has just been doing tremendous work on the punt return as well as receiving, and the Pirates have to find a way to contain KJ Miller.
But once again, a short field to work with for the Crusaders. They'll take over first down 10 at the Southwestern 47.
Defense cannot get discouraged right now, Merle. They have to get a stop, even though the Crusaders are now in Pirate territory.
Yep.
A stop would be fantastic right now.
Offense started to string together some first downs. Now it's time for the defense to step it up a little bit here.
Absolutely.
King in the shotgun. And a timeout taken by the Pirates. We'll keep it here. I'm going to pan wide here, Joshua. If you cut to my camera, I'm going to show people around this beautiful facility who have never been here before.
It is a gorgeous stadium, Merle.
I mean, this is a beautiful place for any level of football.
Yes.
That's the visitor's side, but that's a student unit right, student union, easy for me to say. And the seating on the right side on the berms. And we've got the windows open.
And we have Chuck out there. Chuck has to be hot out there in that vest. That's a head nod from him.
He's styling the yellow construction vest, though. Easy to spot.
Yes.
Get a look at the home fans and take you back to home, and we can get back to the action here. First down and 10 for the Crusaders. This is a beautiful facility. I was here last Friday night for Vandergift against Waco Midway. Not last night, but the night before. So fun place to go. They treat you well here.
For a place that only sits 15,000, it could get loud real quick.
Yep. Yeah, the acoustics are pretty tremendous.
Yes.
King in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle, new running back, and he sheds off a tackler. We can't get by the second one. And going to be stacked up for no gain of the play. That was Montana Miller on the carry. Peyton Vaughn got a piece of him to slow him down. Then the Pirate defense arrived. Coach Austin on the field, clapping his hands. He's looking for what we're looking here. He's looking to see how they respond.
Yes.
Step up your game a little bit here.
And the offense, to a degree, they responded the last
did.
couple of drives. So let's see if the defense can do the same. Second and long now.
Trips to the near side. King in the shotgun. Quick drop. Looking, firing, and deflected at the line of scrimmage. Sets up a third down and long.
And a roughing the passer.
Oh, that was not necessary. That's going to give them a first down.
Alexander Gomez that time with the penalty.
Just a little extra push there. I think King sold it a little bit. That didn't look like much.
I was about to say, you can make the argument, Merle, that he hit him as soon as he released the ball.
Right.
So, little home cooking here for the Crusaders.
But that'll move the ball down to the 32-yard line. More importantly, it gives them a first down. Two receivers left, two to the near side for King and company. Dropping back, looking left, pressure coming. They set up a screen pass and incomplete. Good job there by the Pirate defense. That is 48. Matthew Brullis on the coverage.
Number 2, Clayton Tracy was also on the blitz. That was the first time that the defensive line got through and nearly sacked the quarterback.
That's actually the other number 2, Jason Lund.
That was Jason Lund, okay.
Those double numbers.
Double numbers.
I did that in week number 1, so don't feel bad.
Wow. And I had him marked off on my sheet.
Second and 10 from the 32. King in the shotgun with Miller to his right. Hand off to Miller on left side, looking for running room, cuts it up inside the 30, spins down to the 25-yard line. And it's going to set up a third down at about 2 from the Pirate 25. 8:44 to go first half, all Crusaders so far.
Yeah, that was the first time I seen a 3-down lineman for the Pirates tonight. So let's see if they come with a little bit more pressure.
King dropping back, play action, looking fake pattern, left side, turn around, 13, batted away. Good job.
Good job.
Good coverage there by Andre Gibson. He was with him stride for stride. Held my breath because he never really turned his head around. Sometimes it gets you on a face guard.
But that was great coverage there by the cornerback. Let's see what the Crusaders do. They have the offense still out there on 4th and 2.
Yeah, you're up by 28. You want to bury this team if you can. So a chance to get off the field here for the first time for the Pirate defense. 4th down and a long 2 from the 25. Handoff Miller.
Miller had a whole lot of room.
And he's got the first down. Inside the 20 to the 15. Stays on his feet. Digging for more. It'll be 1st and goal from down to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Miller had a whole lot of green grass right in front of him.
Yes, he did.
Great pull right there by the offensive guard there for the Crusaders. 1st and goal now for the champs.
King in the shotgun. Play action. Fake pattern left side, and that ball is caught for another touchdown. Again, pretty good coverage, but Gibson just doesn't turn around. If he turns around, he had a chance to pick off that football, I think.
He had a 6'6" receiver right there.
That's the problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah, looking at the replay now, yeah.
Brandon Jordan caught the touchdown, but Brandon Jordan is 6'6", 240. He had nothing but height.
And a perfectly thrown football. Thrown to the outside shoulder.
Yes.
Good snap and hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 7:56 to go. Crusader tacks on another 7. And it's 35-0 in favor of the homestanding Crusaders. Well, they lose a game, and it made them mad. Not like they need any help or anything.
This is, I think when Alabama lost to Texas A&M last year.
Right.
And Alabama just went on a run like none other. This could be the beginning of the Crusaders' run tonight.
Yep.
And look, they're the champs, so they've been here before. But you had to know that they're going to come in very angry tonight.
Yep.
And they're playing like this. But to the Pirates' credit, they're still fighting.
Still fighting, yep. A lot of football left to be played.
Yes.
At some point, you got to just forget about the scoreboard and get yourself better.
And they will. They absolutely will.
And we hear from old Bob Mask on the email southwesternfb@gmail.com. He agrees with us. He thought the first pass was completed in the first quarter, short by about 1 yard. Yep. Thank you, Bob, for the email. Pirate fans since the beginning.
Still a lot of Pirate fans here tonight. In this very packed stadium, but
goes into the 10 to the 15. A nice hole up the middle. Bounces it, spins out to the outside, and gets it out to the 30-yard line. Best starting field position for a Pirate drive tonight. First down, 10 to the 30-yard line.
To be fair, the special teams has been their best unit all night long.
Yep.
On the stop for the crew, number 27, Dorian Williams.
So coming off another 3 and out. Technically it was.
Yeah.
Let's see what this offense will do. They have moved the ball pretty well in the second quarter.
First down and 10 at the 30 for the Pirates. Handoff around the right side, looking for a halfback pass. No, he's going to tuck it under and run, and out to the 35. That'll be good for about a 5-yard pickup and a first down. That was Christian Reeves on the carry. It looked like he wanted to toss it down the field.
I noticed
realized that he had nobody open, just took what he could get.
That was the first time tonight that they've had positive yards out of a east-west run. So that's pretty good on its own.
Pickup of 6, second down and 4 from the 36-yard line. One receiver wide right, trips here to the near side. Gomez dropping back, pass underneath and incomplete. Threw it behind his intended target, Dugan Sexton. And that'll set up a 3rd down and 4.
I think that was more of a pressure throw.
I think you're right, yep. Had to get rid of it. Starting quarterback Landry Gilpin not in action tonight. Damian Gomez, a 6'1", 195-pound junior from McAllen, Texas.
3rd and 4, Pirates. Let's get this 1st down.
Need to pick it up. Trips to the near side, 1 wide right. Dropping back, Gomez swings it out left flat, complete to Wilson. Makes the first guy miss, bounces to the outside. He will have the 1st down depending on the spot. He got it up the 40-yard line. Pretty nifty move there. They are going to mark him about a yard shy. But the official on the near side is a lot closer.
Yes.
Not a great spot. I think you got to go for it here.
You got to go for it. Punting unit
shows
coming
that I
out.
know. Lancaster coming back on the field.
You know, Merle, and I'm not a head coach. Coach probably forgot more about football than I know. That being said, I've never been a huge fan of the wide receiver screen, and sometimes that could be disastrous. Now, they picked up positive yardage, but wasn't enough for the 1st.
And Lancaster with the kick. Lands at the 35. And it's going to roll all the way inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. So 6:08 to go here in the 1st half. Crusaders up 35-0.
Punt down just outside the 20-yard line.
This Pirate defense looks like completely gassed right now. A turnover right now will be fantastic.
It would, yeah. Give yourself a short field to work with.
Yes. They come to blitz.
And off right side, out to the 20, and stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Kenneth Miller on the carry, but no gain.
Malik McDonald down there tried to strip the ball. He's going to be credited with the tackle, but a great tackle there by McDonald.
2nd down and 10 at the 21. 5:45 to go here in this 1st half. All Crusaders so far. King in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. Play action, swings it out left flat, complete. Got to make the open field tackle. Nope, he makes a move and gets free up to the far sideline. 30, 35, 40. 45, 50. He is going to go all the way to the house. K.J. Miller.
2nd touchdown tonight for K.J. Miller. He has just been a thorn in the Pirates side tonight.
And the Pirates had him.
Yes.
You got to make that open field tackle, because once he got by that defender, there was nobody within miles.
.79 yards for the score for K.J. Miller. That was just off of said wide receiver screen that I've just said that I didn't like.
Breeze blowing into the press box here. Well, the cheerleaders and the flag bearers from University of Mary Hardin Baylor, they're getting their steps in so far here, unfortunately.
Yes. That must have been quick, because I didn't see the PATs.
I didn't either, actually.
And it looks like he missed it?
I was looking down to check my notes. He must have missed it.
Yes.
I totally missed that. I don't know how that even happened.
So the PAT we're going to say is no good.
It's 41-0 your score.
And KJ Miller just special teams, receiving tonight. He already caught one.
Yeah.
Along with it in just this 79-yarder for a touchdown.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Yet another kickoff here by the Crusaders.
Ball goes off the tee. We're getting awfully close to the average score.
Kickoff is sailing towards the corner. Wilson picks it up at the 5 to the 10. Makes a nifty move out to the 15, and a flag comes in. It'll be out to the 19-yard line, but probably going to be a block in the back or a hold.
If I was Wilson, I probably would have let that one go.
It would have bounced out of bounds, and you get it to 35.
Yes. Because he grabbed it right there at the 8, but the ball was sailing out of bounds. And it's going to be a block in the back on the Pirates.
So bad starting position gets even worse. Half the distance to push him back inside the 10-yard line.
Right at the 10, actually.
5:16 to go. They'll get the ball to start the second half. One receiver wide right, trips here to the near side. Gomez swings it out left side to Wilson. Up the sideline, now reverses field, and hit hard as he approached the 15. Going to be knocked down at the 13-yard line. Gain of 3, second down and 7.
Yeah, Damian Gomez is still playing his heart out right now. He's had the one bad mistake, and outside of that, he's been very efficient. They just haven't gotten enough yak yards, and they just couldn't convert on third down. That's been the catalyst right now for the Pirates.
And credit that to the Crusader defense. They are just so fast flying to the football.
Yes.
Plugging up the holes. Second down and 6. Handoff up the middle. I think it's Marion. He's going to get out to the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and 4.
Third and manageable once again for the Pirates. They need a conversion.
Yep. Especially this side of the field.
Yes.
Just a beautiful night here in Belton, Texas. Happy to have you with us here on Vype. Give a shout out to TJ Vela. He'll be back with us next week when the Pirates come home to take on McMurray.
I will be tuning in for that one.
All right. So receivers to the right side, two to the near side. Dropping back, Gomez. Quarterback draw. Got some running room to the right side. He's going to spin out to the 25-yard line. That should be good for a first down.
First conversion of the night for the Pirates.
Well-designed play. Good patience there. Let the play develop in front of him.
Yes.
So first and 10 Pirates out at the 21-yard line.
See if they keep the momentum going, converting on third down.
Trips wide right, one to the near side. Swung out to Sam LeBlue. Good to see him back in the ball game, and he gets it out to the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. That might be enough for a first down. 10-yard pickup there and a little swing pass. Good to see LeBlue back on the field. He was shaken up a little earlier.
Absolutely. Now the Pirates are starting to move the ball. And they see that they can move the ball on this Crusader defense. They have 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Let's see if we can get some points out of it.
Trips wide right, one here to the near side. Pass swung out right flat, complete to Wilson. He's going to pick up positive yards up to the 35, gain of about 3. That'll set up a second down and 7.
Quick passes, but you know what? They're working for him right now.
Long handoffs, basically.
Yes.
Wind really blustering up here on us a little bit.
You pick up 4 yards of play, Merle. I think you're going to be pretty
I'm not
good.
a math major, but 3 times 4 is more than 10.
There you go.
One receiver wide right, trips here to the near side. Gomez, quick drop, swings it out left side. Wilson. And that time stacked up at about the 36-yard line, just a short gain of a yard. Crew's starting to figure this out a little bit. They're swinging it right, swinging it left.
Yeah, that time Gomez threw it behind Wilson, and I think that's what was the problem with that one. Another third and manageable now for the Pirates. They need to get to the 41.
The Pirates have missed some tackles. They're not missing their tackles.
Exactly.
That keeps a 1-yard pickup from going to a 60-yard pickup. 3rd and 5 from the 36-yard line. Two receivers wide right to the near side. Pressure coming from the edge. Gomez steps through it. Rolling to his right. Shuttle pass over to the left side. Complete and spins out to the 38-yard line. Nice job there by LeBlue. Coming back to bail out his quarterback. And Gomez shaking up a little bit.
You have a 4th and 3 coming up now. At about your 40. So.
Decision's already been made.
Yep.
Well, maybe they're going to call a timeout and think about it, it looks like.
Timeout,
timeout Crusaders.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this will be a point right now where you think about it at least. Consider it.
Yeah.
You're down 41-0. 92 seconds left to go in the half. You want to get your offense some momentum.
Yeah.
Going into the second half.
And the offense has picked it up a little bit.
Yes.
They started to move the football a little bit. They haven't strung together a long drive, haven't scored.
The quick passes have worked.
Yes.
So now it's going to be the defense opportunity to keep the Crusaders out of the end zone in these next 90 seconds. And KJ Miller is back to return the punts for the Crusaders.
Keep an eye on him. Also back to receive the kick is Matthew Jackson. Benjamin Lancaster's had a busy afternoon. 4th down and 3. Let's get a hard snap count. Maybe draw them off sides.
Yes.
Good snap back. And Lancaster, another beautiful booming punt.
And Miller's going to take it.
The 25 gets a block. Looking for running room at the 30. Steps back up to the 35 and good coverage that time. Pretty good return, but they kept him contained, forced him back to the middle of the field. Jamarcus Ross in on the stop for the Pirates. And with 78 ticks on the clock, Mary Hardin-Baylor will get one more crack at it here in this first half.
All right, defense, you have 61 yards to give up. Stops. That's the key. Stops, stops, stops.
Coming up at the half, we'll get you caught up on what's been going on in the American Southwest Conference. Most of the games took place earlier today. There was one late game along with ours. First down at the 38-yard line. Trips wide left. King, quick drop, pump fake. Fade pattern right side, and a lot of pushing and shoving. Caught. Good for another touchdown. One play, 62 yards. And right now, it's just a Crusader clinic. Gary Day Jr.
Second long one tonight for Day.
Yeah. And again, Gibson in position. They were hand-checking each other all the way, but he just had too much height for him.
Yes.
And there's no backside help.
They had one for 30 earlier.
Yep.
And now the 62-yarder. 2 touchdowns. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Long touchdowns at that for Jerry Day Jr.
Good snap and hold kick is up.
That was money.
That was indeed money from Anthony Avila. And with 1:07 to go, it's now 48-0 in favor of the Crusaders.
So Jerry Day Jr., KJ Miller have been the ones who has completely killed the Pirates. But you can't hold your heads down. You got to be able to come out of the locker room in the second half.
Yeah, forget
and
the
have some
scoreboard.
fight. Exactly.
Yeah. It's game 1 of the conference slate. You've got a lot of football left to be played. 7 more games to be exact. So.
And listen, this is the defending national champions. They're coming in with a chip on their shoulder.
Yep.
After their loss last week. Give them a fight. And I believe the Pirates will. Just got to believe in themselves.
Yep.
And again, these haven't been long drives for the Crusaders. Just big plays and just The Pirates just couldn't get out of their own way. Jerry Day is 6'2". They have some huge receivers.
Kickoff. Wilson does let this one go, and of course, it takes a left hook into the end zone. Did the right thing. You listened to you, Melvin. That ball should have bounced out of bounds, but instead it sliced back into the left and rolled into the end zone for a touchback.
You know what's funny, Merle? Just as that ball bounced, the wind kicked up.
Yes.
59 seconds. I wouldn't take a knee right now.
No, that does you no good. You got to keep working on your offense.
Yes.
First down and 10 Pirates from the 24-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And looking for running room. Gets it out to about the 26-yard line. I think it goes to Seg on the carry.
One thing about this Crusader team, like you said, Merle, they know how to tackle.
Yep. Clock continues to tick down. About 45 seconds to go in the half.
Play clock down to under 20 now. So this could be the last play of the half.
Two receivers right, two to the near side. Quarterback draw. Gomez stepping up, bounce it off the right side, out at the 30 and up to the 32-yard line. Crusaders digging for the football. It's going to set up a third down and about 3. Pirates don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. And it looks like they're going to be content to get into the locker room and talk this one over. So what the Pirates hoped wouldn't happen has happened. They fall behind big here, 48-0 at the end of the first half. And the Crusaders get a much-deserved round of applause from the partisan fans here. Chuck is making his way over towards Coach Austin. I don't imagine Coach will want to talk to him, but nothing personal against Chuck Racy.
I could sprint, but that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, especially not right now.
Yeah. Well, we still got you, Chuck. Let me get your thoughts on the first half of football and what's going on the sideline. Obviously not the half that the Pirates wanted here, but what's the mood like on the sideline? Is it as somber as it sounds like it might be?
Yeah, it's about what we expect, sitting on the wrong side of a 48-0 score here this afternoon. The defense doesn't seem too down, but as you mentioned, there are a lot of big plays on the Mary Hardin Baylor side of the ball, and just some missed tackles here and there. You know, they call football a game of inches for a reason, and we've seen several examples of that tonight.
Yeah, you know, we talked on the show on Monday night. The one thing Coach said was you can't fall behind these guys 28-0. I would imagine you've been around these guys for a while. I imagine they're just going to forget the scoreboard and just try to put together some first downs and get some stops, right?
Well, and if there's somebody you can practice against to give you the best look, it is the Mary Hardin Baylor Crusaders. Even if it ends up being a second unit, these kids that go to this school, they have large numbers every year in their recruiting classes, so they're loaded with athletes, as you've seen.
Well, we better get you out of the way. You about got trampled by some young ladies who are a lot better looking than you are, Chuck.
Yeah, worse things could have happened to me.
That's true. Thank you, Chuck.
Back to you, Merle.
Hopefully Chuck can go get a chance to cool off. 48-0. We'll take an extended break and be back to kind of wrap up the first half, give you the stats such as they are, get you caught up on what all has been going on in the American Southwest Conference. 48-0 to score. Pirates trail it here at the half at Crusader Stadium. You're watching Southwestern football on the Vype Live Network.
Tonight's halftime show, we feature music by Leonard Bernstein. Feature on trumpet, Logan Kenny. This year's featured song twirler, Rachel Buck, in this rendition of I Have a Love. Tonight. Now enjoy their palm routine to celebrate. And let's all celebrate Coach Greenberg one more time. Miss Worldwide, let's celebrate. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the video board for a special video tribute to Coach Fredenberg.
You know, Oliver Wendell Holmes said the great challenge for each of us in life is not so much where we stand, but the direction that we're moving. People on this campus are proud to admit that they're Christians. There's a caring and an acceptance of Mary Hart Mother that truly enhances the Christian life. It thrills me to be a part of this university.
So as I look back and remember all the twists and turns of my career, I realize that God's hand was in every move.
In addition to the on-field signage, permanent plaques will also be hung throughout the stadium, celebrating Coach Fredenberg's accomplishments and contributions as the Crew's inaugural head football coach. Make sure you stop by the plaque next to the info booth to read more about Coach Fredenberg and his 24 seasons with UMHB. Plus, today only, get free refills on the purchase of a commemorative Fredenberg Field Cup at any concession stand.
You are here for a reason, and for generations, students have come here to explore and pursue their purpose.
UMHB is a place where professors and students are motivated by callings far beyond themselves.
We join a community that walks alongside us and encourages us to reach for more.
Our friends and professors make UMHB feel like home.
We want your education to be personal, because your success is our success.
We hope you ignite and shape your potential by encouraging you to seek, learn, and ask hard questions.
We get all the benefits of a small campus community while still having big school opportunities.
We are given access to all the tools that best prepare us for what's to come, because the world needs us.
We support you every step of the way. Your purpose is our promise.
Our professors encourage us in our calling and give us opportunities to help others realize their own remarkable potential.
Some of us come to UMHB to follow our passion, and when we arrive, we find so much more.
Doors open that allow us to love our community and show others that they are valued.
We discover all that we are created to be and to do. We understand that we are called to a life of purpose.
At UMHB, our voices are heard, our limits are pushed, and our faith is nurtured. We experience what it means to serve firsthand.
We carry that Christ-centered service into our careers and community, and watch as it transforms the world around us.
We learn to always be motivated by faith and to focus on how to give what we've been so generously given.
At UMHB, we lead with intent.
We create, grow, and excel.
We challenge and equip the next generation.
We are all here for a reason.
At UMHB,
And we welcome you back to Crusader Stadium. Merle Bertrand, Melvin Jones, Josh Blanche, our producer. Jacob Gonzalez running our camera. Chuck Gracie down to the sidelines. Christina Weber back at the Vype Live studios. 48-0. Not the kind of start that the Pirates wanted here in the first half. Forget about it, Melvin. Go to work in the second half and try to just put together a bit of a good second half to give you some momentum heading into the better half of the season.
Yeah, we need to forget about this first half. The first half is done. It's over with. Now the key is to, like you say, get the momentum going for the rest of the season. First conference game.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing to hang your heads about. Chalk it up, just move on. But you got to keep fighting. At the end of the day, they have to keep fighting. Damian Gomez, who had a pretty good first half, he needs to keep going as well. Quick passes was working. Going north to south as far as the running game, that was working. So there's a lot of good things that this Pirate team did in the first half that they could build upon here in the second half.
You're talking about Damian Gomez, 12 for 15 on passes with 1 interception, but just 43 yards. You talked about the lack of yards after catch.
Yes.
And there you see it right there. 12 for 15 is really, really good.
Yes.
But just not a lot of yards to show for it.
And the one pick, he underthrew his receiver because outside of that would have been an easy 6 right there.
So far, 12-5, the Pirates trailing in first downs. 120-52 in rushing yards, 298-43, and so much of that are those one big play drives that the Crusader managed to put together.
Yes, look at the time of possession, Merle. 20:07 for the Pirates.
Yeah.
9:53 for the Crusaders. That tells you the big plays is what's killing the Pirates right now.
That's great if you're a running team and you're grinding it out and moving the clock. But
yes.
That's one of those stats that looks great until you kind of go behind the numbers and realize they're getting a lot of points on one long pass play.
Yes, they get the Crusaders in second and long, and then I remember one drive it was third and long, and then boom, big play, touchdown. And that's something that the Pirate defense have to learn how to contain when they get their opponents down in second and third and long. Keep them at that, because stops, that's where to do it here in the sport, and they get stops, then they'll have a lot of success.
Both teams back on the field. We're about 4 minutes away. Some of the other stats here. Alfonso Thomas for the Crusaders. 3 carries for 92 yards. Montana Miller with 3 carries for 24 yards. For the Pirates, leading rusher Sam Ledoux, 27 yards on 7 carries, averaging just 3.3 yards per carry. Damian Gomez is the actual leading rusher, 4.4 yards per carry. Started to get better in the second quarter. First quarter, tossed that out the window.
Yes.
But the second quarter, the Pirates did actually pick up some first downs, did get some ball movement, and got some positive things to build off of maybe.
They showed that they can move the ball on this Crusader defense.
Right.
But the problem, they had the turnover right there, and then they had penalties to hurt them. Third down conversions is a big thing. They are 1 for 9 third down conversions, while the Crusaders are 4 for 5. That's where the game is right there. Third down conversions, and of course, like I said, the lack of yak yards. That's what's hurting the Pirates right now.
And I don't, with that third down conversion, it's not for lack of execution per se. They've been in third and long a lot.
Yes.
It's one thing to pick up third down when it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12, that's a little different.
Exactly. And they don't have too many negative plays, but they don't sustain enough positive plays.
Looking around the American Southwest Conference, some of the earlier games today, it was Sullivan State all over Austin College, 55-14 up in Alpine. Out in Alpine, I should say. Hardin-Simmons making the long trip out to Platteville, Wisconsin. It was a good one for them as they won 41-0 over University of Wisconsin-Platteville. ETBU, East Texas Baptist, over McMurray, our opponent next week. ETBU winning that one 28-7 up in Abilene. Howard Payne and Hendricks, no score reported here. That game started at 3 o'clock. And TLU and Trinity down in San Antonio, that game started the same time as ours. I don't see scores on that one either. I'll keep refreshing and try to get you updated as the night wears on. So conference play in swing. And the Pirates draw the short straw. They got to take on the defending national champion on the road to get things started. This Crusaders are going to do this for a lot of teams this year.
Yes, and tell you what, Merle, that meeting next week with Hardin-Simmons and his Crusader team, that's going to be a dandy.
If there is a consistent number 2 team in the conference, it's Hardin-Simmons.
Yes.
So that's going to be a good one next week.
This is a party atmosphere.
Yeah.
The music is loud. Everything's loud. Chuck looks a little bit more comfortable coming out of the second half than he did at the beginning of the game. It's not as hot.
Well, the sun has gone down. It's twilight now, so. That should help him out a little bit. Down 48-0, clock ticking down. Still have about a minute and a half to go here in this first half. As we mentioned, next week, Pirates will be back at home at Georgetown ISD Athletic Complex, Birkelbach Field, to take on McMurray. If my memory is correct, I have to dig back in my lizard brain, but I believe the Pirates defeated McMurray for their first program win since resurrecting the program. That came in 2014, if my memory is correct.
Oh, wow.
So
there's some history there.
A little bit of history there. I could be wrong. I often am. Christina will tell you that. I think that is correct.
Want to thank Christina for making sure that we're doing the right things on air and keeping the boss man right here correct.
Yeah, we're waiting for this opening kickoff in the second half.
You don't see too many D3 universities with this type of atmosphere, and top of the line right here.
Oh, yeah. You can always tell who picks the music, though. It's always the dads and the moms, because it's always from our generation.
Yes. And it's so weird. I'm 40 now, and I'm hearing the same music that I did growing up.
It's like when we do baseball games in the spring. It's always the dads that are picking the music that comes out of the PA.
Yes. Of course, I call Drippy Springs right here on Vype, and it's funny that I have a good correlation with the guy that runs the music, and he does a mixture of today's music and a lot of it for when we were growing up.
Right.
So it just depends on the person, I guess. But it's always the moms and the dads.
Charlie Fournier on to kick it away. Former Vandergrift Viper. A couple of Vipers playing on the Crusaders as well. Matthew Sanders, a starting offensive lineman. On the kickoff down to about the 5 to the 10 to the 15.
Here's Miller again. And Miller has a whole lot of green.
35 cuts it back up. Fournier slows him down.
His own man.
Yeah, ran in his own man, but Charlie Fournier got in the way as well. But a pretty nice return all the way out to the 41-yard line.
All right, Pirate defense. This is the time where you show your fight.
Yep.
And stop this Crusader offense from scoring anything.
We'll see. I would imagine we'll see the starters for at least the first series here of the second half. They got work to do as well. And as I say that, I do not see a Cal King on the field. So new quarterback in. Looks like Jackson Tingler, 6'4", 200-pound junior. Kenneth Miller still in the ball game, however.
Yes.
The first down at the 47 as the third quarter gets underway. Hand off to Miller, and he's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage, and no gain in the play. Good start for the Pirate defense in the second half.
And that's what we need right here. It's just some stops. We said 4 yards to play. Stop them from 2 yards to play.
Yeah.
2 yards to play, and you get the ball back. No big plays.
Second down and 10 from the 47-yard line. Two receivers wide left, just underway second half. Dropping back, looking downfield. Pump fake fires over the left side. That ball's caught in the seam down to the 40. Breaking tackles to the 35 and all the way down to the 31-yard line. That time Brandon Jordan got free. Found that soft spot between the two defenders, Melvin.
Brandon Jordan, he caught a touchdown pass in the second quarter. 6'6".
Oh.
Just a giant of a man playing wide receiver out there for the Crusaders.
One receiver wide left, trips to the near side. Hand off Miller around the left tackle, and a host of Pirates there on the stop. 3 or 4 white jerseys there. And getting up from the bottom of the pile, number 77, Nick Hackett, the senior.
There we go. Malik McDonald once again over there on the tackle as well. That's what we talked about. Stopping them behind the line of scrimmage. Getting stops for this Pirate defense. Keep fighting.
That might be the first negative play for the Crusaders here this afternoon. Second down and 12. Tingler in the shotgun. Two receivers wide left, two to the near side. Back comes in motion. That's Miller. Tingler, pump fake, hit as he throws it, fires over to the near side, complete to the 35, makes the man miss, tippy toes up the sideline, and down to about, he stepped out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That was fortunate because he was very near the first down marker.
What did we talk about in the first half, Merle? We talked about tackling.
Yep.
And that's an open field tackle that should not have been missed. And that's what's getting the Pirates in trouble right now.
So third down and about 3 to go from the 25-yard line. So 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. Jackson Tingler in the shotgun. Handoff around the right side, cutting it back up into, spins inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Good for another Crusader first down. They just cannot get him off the field.
Just an open hole there by the offensive line. They opened up Miller a hole, and he took advantage of it. So many weapons that this Crusader team has.
First down or 10, just inside the 20. Back in the red zone are the homestanding crew. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. Tingler dropping back, looking. Good protection, fires right side, complete to the 7. Breaking a tackle into the end zone, touchdown. Jerry Day Jr., that's at least his second touchdown, third touchdown according to Melvin.
Third touchdown of the day for Day. Remember, Jerry Day had the long,
that's right,
2 long touchdowns in the first half. Then now this one's the third touchdown of the day for Jerry Day Jr. KJ Miller is coming up limping for the Crusaders. He may be done for the night.
Good snap and hold on the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So 12:40 to go. Different half, same result. 55-0 in favor of the Crusaders.
Yeah, the Crusaders now with double nickels on the board. And it's hard. The defense, they're still fighting, but the Crusaders just have so many weapons that they could go to at their own disposal.
Well, I guarantee you what's going to drive the Pirates nuts are, like you said, the missed tackles.
Yes.
Turns a 5-yard gain into a 50-yard gain.
And on the flip side, that's why there's not enough yak yards for the Pirates.
Right.
The Crusaders have been tackling. So, in theory, that's the theme of the night, is tackling.
So 55-0 kickoff coming.
That drive, Murrow, took a little over 3 minutes. Little over 2 minutes, excuse me.
Kickoff sails back down to the 3-yard line, up to the 10. To the 15, up to the 20. And didn't even reach the 20-yard line. Good open field tackle once again to knock down JoJo Wilson. The Pirates will start this drive, first down and 10, buried inside the 20-yard line.
And that hole completely just closed. He had a hole, and it just quickly just closed. Damian Gomez coming back out on the field for the Pirates.
So first down and 10 for Southwestern, starting this drive at their own 19-yard line. Hand off right side. Marion puts his shoulder down. Good second effort across the 20-yard line. Stacked up the line of scrimmage. Managed to gain about 3 yards all after that initial contact.
I love a big back that could just bang with these defensive linemen, and he went straight to him.
Gave him 4 on the carry, second down and 6.
4 yards a carry. That's all we need. 4 yards of play. Get 4 yards of play, you're picking up first downs.
Yep. Second down and 6 from the 21-yard line. Gomez in the shotgun. Swings it out right side, complete to Marion, and drop down, open field, tackle in the backfield. Beautiful job there by the Crusader defense.
And Gomez got roughed up as soon as he threw it.
Yep. Johnny Smith-Ryder, one of the leading tacklers on this team, read that play perfectly. Big loss. Going to set up a third down and about 12 from the 17-yard line.
3rd and 12. Another 3rd and long situation for this offense.
Yep. One receiver wide right, two to the near side. Dropping back. Pass over the middle, complete to Wilson. Oh, he spun himself out to the 28-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. He had the first down, but the old turf monster got him to try to cut it upfield.
It's going to be a yard short.
That's a tough break because he would have had the first down.
Yes. They're going to give it to him. Move the chains.
Yeah. I think he had it.
It was close, though.
The chain says fourth down. The marker says fourth down.
So now the punting team is coming on. So
that's tough.
So the PA was confused.
Yep.
And we thought that he was short, but because the line to get was to the 29, and he landed at the 28.
So Benjamin Lancaster on yet again, the sophomore from Gardenia, California.
West Coast guy.
Yep. He was on the show Monday night. Nice young man. And a beautiful punt.
No flag. There is a flag. It's going to be a first down for the Pirates.
Return coming up at the 35-yard line and stepping out of bounds at the 40. But the Pirates will get a first down regardless if it's a 5 or 15. They only needed a yard.
Another special teams penalty there by the Crusaders. This time another first down for the Pirates. It's going to be just the 5-yarder that time, but it's enough for a first down. That's all that matters.
Yep, you only needed one, so. Yeah, running into the kicker, the call. That is the 5-yard variety, but they only needed one, so it's a first down for Southwestern.
So now the offense can come back onto the field. And a sustained drive is what they need right now.
Yeah, get this clock down a little bit, get some points on the board, get something positive to build off of heading into next week.
Absolutely.
Not every team in this conference is the UMHB. Thank God.
Hardin Simmons is good, but they're not them.
Right. So first down and 10 for the Pirates after the penalty. They've got it out at the 33-yard line. Low snap. Gomez swings it out right side, complete to Seg out of the backfield, but good pursuit on the play once again by the Crusader defense. Stacks that up for a loss of a yard. That was Tommy Bowden on the stop.
Tackling again. This Crusader team knows how to tackle.
Thank you for the email, Alexis Bell. Missing number 9 in the backfield, she says. That's why the Pirates are giving up so many points. Injuries have played a role in this football game. The Pirates are a little dinged up. But you got 90 guys on your team. You got to play with who you got.
Exactly. And again, Gomez has played pretty good considering the circumstances.
Pass over the center of the field, complete to Powell. That's his first reception of the night, I believe. That'll be good for about 6 yards and it'll bring up a third down and 5.
It is hard to get yards after this catch with this defense.
Yes, it is.
As soon as you catch it, they're right there on top of you.
Third down and 5 from the 38-yard line.
Third and manageable now. Let's see what the offense could do. 3rd and 5. A slant would be nice right now.
Handoff, the blue, and bounce it to the outside. Still digging for more.
Look at the blue.
Look at that, all the way out to the 40-yard line. They had him stacked up. He bounced off a couple of times like a pinball, kept the legs churning, and makes it a 4th down and about 2.
You have to go for it, right?
Yep, I would think so.
4th and 2. And the offense looks like they're going to stay on it. Nope, here comes the punting unit.
Well, not yet.
Well, maybe. Now Gomez is still on the field, so.
Yeah, going to go for it here.
Good call.
Give a shout out to Bailey Middleton with the Southwestern Athletic Department. He's tuning into the broadcast. Yet another former Viper. I'm giving all my Vanderbilt Vipers some loves. 4th down and a long yard. Dropping back, looking downfield, set up a screen pass, in traffic, incomplete.
Oh.
Boy, had it for a moment.
The blue had that one.
Yeah. Tommy Bowden separated him for the last second. Looked like a pretty clean play.
It was.
And the drive stalls out, and of course the downside is now it's a short field for the Crusaders.
You almost think a quarterback draw would have worked on that play.
They've done such a good job though, stuff in the middle.
Yeah. So now The Crusaders with 1st and 10 at the Pirate 41.
Tingler back in at quarterback. And handoff around the right side and cutting it back up inside the tight end. Hurdles and down to the 37-yard line.
Montana Miller again.
Jalen Levine on the stop. Didn't see who he hurdled, but if he's not on the track team here at Mary Hardin Bailey, you might want to think about that. 2nd and 6 from the 37-yard line. 7:48 and counting to go, third quarter. All Crusaders 55-0. Tingler, handoff up the middle, picking his way inside the 35, upended down to about the 33, about a yard shy of the first down. Looked like it may have been Nathan Huerta knifing through there and getting him around the shoestrings.
They've been stopped one time on 3rd down tonight.
Yeah.
And then they went and converted on 4th.
Right.
So let's try to get this stop and get them off the field.
Tingler in the shotgun. Handoff again, and stacked up, second effort. Boy, it's going to depend on the spot. Where the official is on the far side, he looks like he's about a foot shy.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be shy by at least a half a yard.
Good penetration there by the Pirate defense. Credit where credit's due.
Yes.
I think it was Levine again. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Why not? Tingler in the shotgun again.
Miller, yes.
Up the middle. Hurdles, and he's going to have the first down inside the 30 down to the 29. Hard to hold them to a yard.
You know, Merle, it's not, we know that this Crusader team is good.
Yeah.
They have the athletes. They do the fundamentals so well. And sometimes that's what's needed. It's just knowing the fundamentals of football and doing them well. And they know how to do them well.
First down and 10, out just inside the 30. Tingler dropping back, looking to his left. Good protection again, all day to throw. Now fires to the right side, and smart play there. Coming in for the Pirates was Alexander Gomez. And Tingler held on to it as long as he could and just threw it at the ankles of a guy in purple.
So the Pirates right now, they're rushing 4. But that offensive line is holding up.
Yeah, we're not getting a lot of pressure on them.
No.
2 receivers wide left, 2 to the near side. Tingler moves Montana Miller to his left. It's Miller up the middle again, and he is going to be stacked up at about the 26-yard line. Gain of about 3, so 2nd down and 7.
Delayed blitz that time by the Pirates, and it worked. Only a 2-yard pickup, but 3rd and long down coming up for the Crusaders.
Miller again on the carry, again of 2. The junior linebacker, number 17, Alec Gomez on the stop.
3rd and 8. The receivers wide left, 2 to the near side. Dropping back. Looking fine over the right side. That ball's complete and out of the hand. Started to run before he had it.
That was a break that
the
Pirates needed. Doesn't matter how you get it. 3rd down, 4th and long now, and they're going to send in the field goal unit.
It would be a 28, 38, 45-yarder from here into the wind. The wind has died down a little bit.
No penalties. No penalties. 3 is better than 7, Pirates.
Absolutely.
0 is better than all.
Jack Bruner for the field goal attempt, 44 yards. Good snap and hold. Gets blocked. And scramble for it. Loose football. And it looks like the Pirates will get it at about the 7 or about the 12-yard line. So a good example right there of playing hard, forgetting about the scoreboard. Good penetration to get the block.
First stop of the night by the Pirates, and trust me, they're going to enjoy that one.
Oh, yeah. So Southwestern gets their first stop of the night, and it comes with 5:23 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Deep in their own territory, but that's okay. They didn't give up any points that time. So.
Right. So dropping back, swung out here to the near side to Wilson. Cuts it back up to the 15, up the sideline, and steps out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. We'll see where they spot this.
Nice
spot it
pickup
between
there,
the
Russell.
19 and the 20, so about a 6-yard pickup.
Nice pickup there.
He's quick. He's got a bright future here, young freshman. They give him 7 on the play, so 2nd down and 3 from the 20.
They're going back to that formula, Merle, back in the first half where the quick passes were working. They're going back to that same formula.
Yep. Two receivers wide right, one to the near side. Play action. Looking downfield. Going for it. He's got Powell over the middle of the field. Caught at the 50 down to the 48-yard line. And the Pirates with the first really big play of the night. Good pass from Gomez. Nice route. Good hands from Ethan Powell. First down, Southwestern.
Gorgeous pass there by Gomez. Even better catch there by Powell. Remember, Powell had the touchdown and it was underthrew and it was picked off. So Powell has been waiting for this.
Yep.
Got it at midfield. Best play of the night for the Pirates.
Yeah, if memory is correct, this is our first time across the 50-yard line.
Yes.
Official comes in, makes sure the substitutions are set. Now we go. First down and 10 from the Crusader 49. Gomez dropping back under pressure, dumps it off underneath, incomplete, I believe. Yep. Threw it a little bit behind Sam LeBleu.
It looked as though LeBleu caught that one hand, but then bounced off the turf.
The 2nd down and 10 from the Crusader 49-yard line. Stops the clock with 4:21 to go. So trips wide right, one to the near side. Rolling to his right. Coming back the other way. Over the middle of the field. Complete to the 40. Down to the 35. Pretty play there as Gomez sprinted out to his right. And then coming back to the left was LeBleu on the left side. It's a difficult throw, but well executed by the Pirates.
That was a beautiful, beautiful play there by Gomez. We're all taught never throw across your body, but he had LeBleu right there open, and it was just the perfect play. Good execution there by Gomez.
First down and 10 at the 34-yard line for UMHB.
Deepest the Pirates has been in UMHB's territory all night. Easy for me to say.
Gomez is going to keep it himself and cuts it back up to the left side. Manages to pick up some positive yards down to the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. Gain of about 3. Good penetration by the Crusader defense, but he kind of knifed back inside of it.
Gomez is making a lot of plays with his feet right now.
Yep.
Once again, coming into a situation where he's starting tonight against a very formidable team, he's doing very well.
Yep.
Considering the circumstances.
2nd down and 7. Gomez dropping back. Now stepping up, rolling to his right. Fires over the left side, and Powell makes the catch at the 8-yard line. Oh, incomplete. I think it came out at the last second. Boy, Powell had it for a second. DeArva Brown got in there and stripped that ball away as Powell went down to the turf.
At the very last minute, it was nearly intercepted. At the very last minute, the ball hit the ground.
A little underthrown because he was under duress. Powell had come back and helped him out, but just couldn't quite hang on to it.
Yeah, the Pirates caught a break that time because it was nearly intercepted and the ball just went through the arms of the Crusaders cornerback. 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, 2 chances to pick this one up. 3rd down and 7. One receiver wide right, 2 to the near side for Southwestern. And now whistles blow. What do we got? Timeout?
Timeout.
Yep. Timeout taken by the Pirates.
Pirates have a chance to get some points finally tonight, though, so that's the plus side of everything.
It's a big possession, not in terms of how the game's going to end up, but in terms of getting some of the bitterness out of your mouth on this one. Get on the board.
And again, it's momentum.
Yep.
You want to take enough momentum into not only next week, but the rest of the conference season. This is only game 1.
Email still open, southwesternfb@gmail.com. Give a shout out to your favorite player on either side.
And to be fair, Merle, it doesn't matter if the Crusaders now are playing their second and third stringers right now.
Right.
The fact of the matter is you want to continue the momentum. You're moving the ball pretty well in this quarter. Let's get some points out of it now.
3rd down and 7, Pirates. From the Crusader 31-yard line, ball in the far hash. Two receivers near side, one wide right. Gomez dropping back. He's going to hand it off to LeBleur on the right side. Got some running room to the 30. 25, has the first down and more to the 20. And knocked out of bounds at the 15. Spun for more, but he stepped out at the 15. And the Pirates pick up a big first down. They keep the drive alive.
Fantastic play call right there. LeBleur went and got those yards.
Yep.
And the Pirates absolutely needed it. 15 yards away from pay dirt.
Or pay turf, if you will.
Or pay turf.
Trips to the near side. One receiver wide right. Gomez, low snap, goes and gets it to his left. Firing on the right side, complete to LeBleur into the end zone. Touchdown, Southwestern. Same play they ran before. This time they run it to the right side.
Yes.
And the Pirates hit the purple and are on the board.
Sam LeBleur was absolutely the best player on that drive for either team, and he showed it. Smallest player on the field, but it didn't matter. He proved that he was the best player on the field, and the Pirates finally get on the board.
That was pretty. Charlie Fournier on for the extra point. He of the game-tying field goal on opening night to send the game in overtime, and the Pirates eventually prevailed over California Lutheran. Good snap. Low snow, or low hole. Easy for me to say. Yeah, I'm so excited they scored. Low snap, good hold is what I was trying to say, and Fournier drills it through with 2:32 to go to make it 55-7.
That's what this team needed.
Yep.
A little boost. And Sam LeBleur out there making it happen for the Pirates. Great play, not only from LeBleur, but Damian Gomez was very good at quarterback that drive.
Well, you touched on it in the second quarter. They started implementing those short passes, little swing passes, and that kind of set the table for what we saw in this drive where he would roll out and throw it back the other way.
Yes.
Kind of loosened up the defense a little bit, and they got something going.
Threw across his body, but it wasn't enough to kill the momentum of the team. And great job by the offense. Now it's time for the defense to get another stop. You got to take your victories when you get them, so.
Yep. So Fournier set to kick it away. If history's any guide, this one will wind up 8 yards deep in the end zone. And it's going to sail back to the goal line. They're going to bring it out. To the 5, to the 10. Right up the middle, breaking a tackle, spins across the 25, and out to the 30-yard line. So about 5 yards beyond where he would have been if it had gone into the end zone, but another good return for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Getting up bottom of the stack was Dominic Dorchik, a 6'2 sophomore from Kingswood.
And once again, that's the second return, Merle. If you saw that the Crusaders got hit by their own player to stop the drive.
Right.
But that's okay. The Pirates would take it any type of way that they could get it.
So 2 receivers wide left, 2 to the near side. Tingo stays in at quarterback. Quick drop. Actually, it's a new quarterback. Pass it to the near side, incomplete.
It's Landon Howell now.
Thank you. Jerry Cephas, the intended target, so the first string receiver still in. And that's what you want. You got these quarterbacks get a chance to work with that first string receiving unit. 2nd and 10. You're one bad cut away from being needed for real.
Yes. We haven't called Cephas' name a whole lot tonight.
Not a lot. Handoff around the right side up to the 35, to the 40, the 45. Stays on his feet to the 40. He could go 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Another touchdown for the Crusaders. Guess who? Kenneth Miller, the 5'7" junior.
70 yards. 70 yards. Big plays has absolutely killed the Pirates tonight.
Yep. And nothing fancy, just a handoff around the right tackle, and
he
you get by the first guy, and he just turns on the afterburners.
And for the most part, they have contained Miller tonight. It was Thomas and Montana Miller that was doing the heavy lifting. Now, Kenneth Miller Jr. in for the score, 70 yards.
Bruner on for the extra point attempt. High snap, good hold, kick is up, is blocked again. A bright spot for the Pirates. Special teams, their second block of the night. One on the field goal, one on the extra point. So that keeps the score 61-7.
Yeah, I don't think a 60 burger was in the plans for the night.
No.
For the Pirates.
Well, don't give up, Pirate fans. This is a decent football team. They're going to win some games this year.
Absolutely.
They just run into a buzzsaw tonight. Crusaders showing why they're multi-time national champion.
2 of the last 4 seasons.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But the Crusaders, they found a formula. And the Pirates, they can find that same formula to be just as successful.
Got an email from Joseph Wilson. And we agree with you, sir. He says on the kickoff, he grabbed the ball from going out of bounds trying to make something happen. Totally get that.
Absolutely.
Not criticizing at all. And agree as well. When he touches the ball, move the ball forward. Yeah, he's a talented young man. He's gonna make some big plays happen this year for the Pirates. And the kickoff sails down to the 10-yard line. To the 15, up to the 20. Not quite the 20. Going to be knocked down at about the 18-yard line. On the return for Southwestern, Adrian Garza. Last point for Mr. Wilson. He says that the Wilsons and Sam LeBleu have been neighbors since their freshman year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there you go.
Wow. A lot of good connections there.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson, on the email, southwesternfb@gmail.com.
So the Pirates now starting at their own 17, which is roughly where they've been starting all night. But they proved once again that they could move the ball on this Crusader team.
Damian Gomez stays in at quarterback. This is a tremendous opportunity for him to get some reps, get some experience. And the handoff to Daquan Marion. He puts his shoulder down, pounds it out to the 21-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards on the carry, 2nd down and 6.
And a flag.
That came in pretty late, did it not?
It did. That's normally in the area of unsportsmanlike. Because it was after the play was over, so are they going to call it a dead ball?
Yeah, we'll let the United Nations Conference talk it over down there, the man in the white hat. We'll check the call here.
Looks like it's going to go against the Crusaders. But what's the official call? Oh, that's a 15. Is it a 15?
Looks like a big one, yeah.
Throwing the punch.
Oh, he is tossed out of the ball game. And that means that he will probably have to miss at least a half of next week's game as well. I might got to bone up on my rules on that. But
that was 45. Yes, 45 is heading to the locker room right now. Huge penalty there by the Crusaders.
Sets the ball up for the Pirates at their own 31-yard line.
Dorian Pittman, the freshman, true freshman, throwing the punch, and he's gone.
That is a teachable moment, as they say.
Yes.
All right, so Gomez, first down and 10 for the Pirates at the 36-yard line. Handoff Marion up the right side. And he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage, maybe squirted forward for a foot or two. As the Crusaders with pretty good defense there, going to bring up a second down and 10.
Just fundamentally, they're just sound. They get to the ball, they tackle well.
Yep.
And this is why they are so good.
They give Marion a yard of the play, so second down and 9 from the 37. Trips here to the near side, one wide right. Dropping back, swung out to the left side, complete to JoJo Wilson, the aforementioned. He's upended at the 35-yard line.
He's going to lose 3 on that one.
Oh, good open field tackle that time by Tavion Page, the senior cornerback. Loss of a yard, 3rd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Time for one more play here in this third frame.
Yeah, they get at least a snap off. Could be the final play.
Two receivers wide right to the near side. Gomez rolling right, stops, pass over to the right side, and incomplete. Undershot his intended receiver. Don't think it would have tried to get it out to Marion out of the backfield. I don't think it would have been for much anyway.
Now he threw it straight to his feet.
Yep. May have done him a favor because
absolutely
somebody in purple was closing with bad intent.
Yes. So we're going to have one more play here in this third quarter, and it's going to be a Pirate punt.
Lancaster with another beautiful punt. He's had a nice night. It sends the return man back, and it rolls out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. So 26-36, about a 43-yard punt, no return. And that's the end of the third quarter. So 3 quarters in the books. Let me see if I can find Chuck down to the sideline. I think he is down at the 40. There he goes. So Chuck, Pirates get on the board, showing a little signs of life. What's your take on this third quarter?
Well, I kind of drowned out. I'm not sure what your question was, Merle, but you got to take positives out of that offensive possession. The line played pretty well, and as has been stated on this broadcast, it doesn't matter if this is the second or third team for Mary Hardin Baylor. They have athletes to burn, and you know there's not a better team to practice against, even when you're down with it.
Chuck, what's the move down there on the sidelines?
Could you come back with that question? All I hear is the music.
It's loud. It's loud down there. What's the?
It is very loud.
What's the move right now on the sidelines? How's the team feeling?
Yeah, it could be a little better. There could be a little more energy, but I don't see people with their head hanging down, just giving up. There are some guys that are seeing opportunities here and taking advantage of those.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Chuck Gracie, down to the sidelines. We'll talk to you after the game. Fourth quarter about to get underway. It is first down and 10 for the Crusaders from about the 24-yard line. Landon Howell, sophomore quarterback, hands it off left side, and he's going to get out to the 30, up to the 31-yard line. Gain of about 6 yards on the carry as this fourth quarter gets underway. Ball carrier was that Jerry Cephas, listed as a wide receiver with that carry. Merle Bertrand, Melvin Jones filling in for TJ Vela, Josh Blanchard, producer, Jacob Cavanis, camera operating. Chuck Gracie down to the sidelines. Christina Weber, my better half, keeping an eye and an ear on things. Howell in the shotgun. Play action, swings it out left side, complete. Wide receiver screen to the 35, and stays in bounds across the 40 to the 50-yard line, and escorted out of bounds at the 49.
Another missed tackle there by the Pirates results in another long first down there for the Crusaders.
Elijah Norris, Alexander Gomez on the stop.
Pirates are completely dominating the time of possession right now.
Yep. Trips wide right, ball on the Pirate 49-yard line. Handoff again on the end around, looking to cut it up. And makes the first guy miss again. Once again, Pirates had him stacked up for a 4-yard loss. It's going to go as a 5-yard pickup instead. Tough break. They'll go back to work. They'll fix some of this stuff.
Yes. Tackling has been the issue tonight on both sides of the ball.
Four-yard pickup, second down and 6 from the 44-yard line. Howell. Going to keep it himself around the right side. Got some running room, cuts it up to 40, 35, right up the middle, 25, bouncing to the outside, and upended at the 16-yard line. Saving the touchdown was Jaden Tanksley. But not before a big pickup for the Crusaders. They're knocking on the door again at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Howell had absolutely nothing but space in front of him. There was not a white jersey nowhere near him.
Yep. One receiver wide right, two to the near side. Handoff up the middle to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone, touchdown. Montana Miller. And they're pushing 70, 67-7 with the extra point pending.
That's Miller's first touch, Montana Miller's first touchdown of the night.
The Crusaders certainly christening the newly named Friedenberg Field in fine fashion.
Yes,
I was trying to string together my alliteration there. Good snap and hold, kick is up, and it is good. 12:43 to go. All Crusaders. Again, we want to thank our sponsors of Southwestern Football. Antioch Georgetown, Baylor Scott and White Healthcare, Chappelle Realty Group, Chick-fil-A, Chisholm Trail Pediatrics, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick Volkswagen, Double Dave's Pizza, Eagles Wings, First Texas Bank, Gary Brown CPA, Georgetown Shirt Company, First American Title, The Golden Rule, Mesquite Creek Outfitters, Groove Line Productions, HEB, House of Gaines, John F. Lewis CPA, Mighty Fine Burgers, Fries, and Shakes, Minuteman Press and Waterboy Graphics, Primerica Financial Solutions, Ross and Champion, Rudy's, Schlossky's of Georgetown, Bricks and Ale at the Sheraton, Stephanie Featherstone with State Farm, Upstream Investment Partners, and Zane's Hands. Thank you to all of those fine folks. Don't forget to join us Monday night for SU Football Weekly, speaking of the Georgetown Sheraton. From Jack's Lounge, come out. Coach Austin will talk about this game, what the Pirates will fix for next week's McMurray game. We'll have some highlights, some players on the show. That'll be 6 o'clock from Jack's Lounge inside the Georgetown Sheraton. If you can't make it, you can tune in on Vype.com. Kickoff. Fair catch called for and made at the 2-yard line, so the Pirates will have decent field position. 12:41 to go, trying to string together another drive and get some more points.
Taking a look at the stats right now, Merle, and Damian Gomez, 20 for 27 with a touchdown and a pick, 126 yards. So very efficient, but no yards after the catch would do have your numbers like that.
Now, if Gomez has to start next week's game against McMurray, those same passes are going to go for a lot more than 2 or 3 yards.
Right.
They found something that works a little bit here with him. Landry Gilpin, a run-around type quarterback. He's very dynamic back there. They would like to get him back in the lineup. But Gomez is doing a good job. Rolling to his right, looking downfield. Now in trouble.
He's in trouble.
And a flag comes down, probably going to be a hold. And it's going to go as a sack in any event.
Sam LeLou leading the Pirates in rushing with 43 yards off of 9 carries.
Crusaders will decline that holding penalty, take the result to the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 14 instead of 1st and 20.
Take the sack, why not?
Boost up those stats, right?
Boosting up the stats. The leading receiver for the Pirates is JoJo Wilson. 9 catches for 37 yards.
He is fun to watch. Handoff up the middle to Sagi and breaks a tackle, bounces to the outside, breaks another tackle, cuts across the 30 and is going to have about 10 of the 15 yards back. They're going to set up a third down and about 5. Nice run for Sagi.
Real nice run. He made 2 Crusaders miss tackles. We haven't seen that too much tonight.
That's true. One more finals come in from the conference. It was Howard Payne all over Hendrix College up in Arkansas. That game was played in Prosper, Texas. The final score 67-10. The Cowboys with the win. Howard Payne defeating Hendrix. Third down and 5 from the 30. Gomez dropping back. Good protection. Pump fake. Now he's going to roll to his right, step it back up. Bounce it to the outside. He's got some running. He's going to get the first down and slides in safely at second base. Heads up play there by Gomez. Last thing you need to do in a 60-point game is get yourself hurt.
Nice play by Gomez, but Gomez could have had the first down a long time ago. He was looking for a receiver, so he didn't take off until very late when there was absolutely no one to throw to.
Right. So good coverage by the Crusaders. Gomez taking what he could get, picks up the first down at the 35-yard line. Dropping back, looking, dump it off underneath. Oh, big hit. Wow, that got the crowd going. Crashing in on the open field tackle, number 27, Dorian Williams. And Tasegi is shaken up. I bet he got the wind knocked out of him.
That was an ooh and ah moment.
Yeah.
And you heard it from the crowd. Tasegi does not look good.
Lower the shoulder pad, clean hit, just a hard hit right into the gut.
We've all had those hits before, so.
Yeah. And if he did get the wind knocked out of him, you certainly hope that's all it is. But the best description I ever heard about that was, you feel like you're going to die and you wish you could.
Yep.
Yeah, he's up and trotting off the field. That's good to see. That hurts.
We heard the hit up here.
Yeah,
and we have headsets on.
Right.
So. Pirates would definitely get better throughout the year.
Yes, they will.
Like, I think this result would have been a lot better for the Pirates had this happened later on in the year. I don't foresee a 60 burger being laid on if this was later on in the year.
Nope. Now pass over to the left side. That ball is caught by Powell down to the 49-yard line. Let's call it incomplete. So incomplete pass, pardon me. It'll be third down and 11 from the 34.
Ethan Powell just had the worst luck tonight.
Yes.
Had a for sure touchdown, but the ball was a little underthrown, and even this ball was thrown into double coverage.
Yeah, he had it for a second.
He had it for a second, and it just came out of his hands.
Third down and 11 from the 34-yard line. Stops the clock with 10:25 to go. 2 receivers wide left, 2 to the near side. The blue goes in motion, splits wide left. Looking downfield, Gomez, good protection. Fires over the center of the field. Wilson, a sky catch to the 50 and down to the 48-yard line. Good recognition there from JoJo Wilson, coming back and helping out Gomez and climb the ladder to make a nice catch.
Gomez looked as though he was going to take off, but then he found Wilson over the middle for the first down. That was pretty good decision-making there by Gomez.
Into Crusader territory, down to the 48-yard line. Clock moving inside of 10 minutes to go.
Only the second time in Crusader territory tonight, but they get some more points.
First down at the 48-yard line. Dropping back. Gomez looking. Stepping up, in trouble, and he's going to go down back at the 47.
Pocket just completely collapsed on Gomez right there.
Loss of 5. It'll be second down and 15 from the 47-yard line. 2nd and 15 from the 47. One receiver wide left, two to the near side. Low snap. Gomez gets it. Pass over the center of the field. Caught to Tracy. Inside the 40 to the 35. Down to about the 33-yard line. First catch of the night for Clayton Tracy, and that moves the chains. First down, Pirates.
Continue to move that ball there, Damian Gomez. You're doing very well. Inside the 35 now. They're in territory for some points.
First down just inside the 34. Clock moving after they move the chains. 8:32 to go. Nice job there by Gomez on that low snap to keep the play alive. The blue lined up to the right side. And not quite on the same page. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Everybody's on the same page but the center, I think, that time.
The center, it's been a few low snaps and a few high snaps for Gomez, so a lot of them hasn't been clean tonight.
You kind of feel like the dot in the eye in the Ohio State marching band when that happens.
Yes.
You're the only guy that's still standing there with the football.
So the 5-yard backs him up just outside the 42, the 39.5.
First and 15. One receiver left, two to the near side for the Pirates. Dropping back, looking downfield. Pass underneath and incomplete. One hopped his intended receiver that time. Trying to swing it out to Joey Robinson, a senior tight end from Katy. That'll stop the clock, set up a 2nd down and 15 from the 39-yard line.
So it has to be 6 or nothing, you would think, this drive, right?
Unless you get close enough and you just want to get a field goal, get in the double digits maybe. If it's a 3rd and long or something like that.
Yeah.
Every time I try to guess what coach is going to do, I'm wrong.
It's the complete opposite.
Yeah. 2nd down and 15. Dropping back Gomez. Nice job picking up the pressure and caught down to the 25 to the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. Hauled in by Ethan Powell, but credit Sam LeBlue with picking up the blitz.
Powell loved that one.
Yep.
And they looked directly at each other right before the snap, so they knew that they were going to each other. Great snatch out there by Ethan Powell.
And again, Sam LeBlue picking up that blitzer coming off the end. That gave time for Gomez to deliver the strike. And first down for the Pirates at the 17-yard line.
Inside of the red zone.
Gomez dropping back.
Got a man open, Powell.
Yeah, Powell caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Right over the center of the field. Nice job, Ethan Powell climbing the ladder. And a strike by Gomez.
And that was great execution right there. Powell was right there open, and Gomez found him in double coverage.
Double coverage, but he threw it up high where only he could get it. Powell's a pretty tall guy. 6'5" himself, 207 pounds, so he's got a big body there. And Gomez took advantage.
Now, I know I didn't feed my children a whole lot like that, but what are these parents feeding their children to be 6'5", 6'6"?
Charlie Fournier on for the extra point attempt. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. And he knocks it through. So 7:09 to go, and 68-14 is still a one-sided game, but it looks a lot better to at least be in double digits.
Yes, and the Pirates have played so much better.
Much better.
In the second half.
And yeah, you can say they're not playing against the first string anymore, maybe, or something like that. But like Chuck said, they got bodies to spare.
Exactly.
There's probably not a big drop-off between number 1 and number 22.
No.
Here.
And we said it before, they have so many weapons, whether it is first string, second string, third string, they have so many weapons on this Crusader team that just scoring is a victory no matter who it is.
Yep.
Because I'm quite sure this crowd and the coaching staff of the Crusaders, they wanted that shutout.
Yep. Well, let's see if the defense can get the football back to the offense and tack on another one here. They'll have time to work with. 7:09 to go. Just a beautiful night here in Belton. Upper 80s now.
It is gorgeous out right now.
It is. The windows open as we broadcast al fresco.
Yes.
As they say. Somebody says it, not me necessarily. Kickoff going to go down to about the 10-yard line. Fielded there, up to the 15, to the 20. And bounce it to the outside. You got to get him down.
They need to get him quick.
To the 30. And drug down from behind at the 35-yard line.
That was nearly disastrous.
Yeah, Matthew Jackson on the return. And it was Ethan Mills, the defensive back, getting him around the ankles to prevent that from being a lot worse.
So the defense now have an opportunity for another stop and give the Pirates back the ball at least one more time before this game is over.
First down or 10 from the 35.
Tingler is back in at quarterback.
That's interesting. Shuttle pass underneath. Bounce it to the outside and cutting it back up at the 38-yard line. Going to be knocked down right there. Shuttle pass underneath to Darius Tolliver. And it looked like Dominic Izidorchik on the stop.
Yeah, I didn't expect Tingler to be back out there.
Yeah, maybe just alternating between 2 and 3, or
Possibly.
maybe they're trying to decide who's 2. Second down and 7 from the 38. Tingler, handoff, right side. Beautiful job in the open field. Beautiful tackle made by Blaine Baird, the 6'1" freshman out of Sugar Land, knocking off the helmet of one of the big offensive linemen.
I actually thought that was the football for a second.
Or a head. Cameron Bibbins on the carry, but he lost about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 10. Third down and 10 from the 35. Plenty of time in the play clock.
They are milking clock right now.
Yes, they are. Now Tingler takes a snap, dropping back. Looking, firing over the center of the field, and incomplete. Nice job that time by Peyton Vaughn to separate the intended target from the football. I think they tried to get it out to Matthew Jackson.
That is the first 3 and out tonight.
Wow.
That this defense has forced.
That comes with 5:40 to go, fourth quarter. We talked about it all night. We've had them in 3rd and long. We've had them in 4th down a couple of times. Just couldn't quite get them off the field. So, good job. I mean, you want to see him step up. Forget about the scoreboard.
And again, like we said, this Crusader team has so many weapons. To be able to get a stop, that's a victory.
Low snap and a line drive kick. The Pirates just have to get away from it. It turned out pretty well for the Crusaders all the way down to the 7-yard line. I think Jack Bruner was their punter. He fielded on the short hop and kicked a line drive punt, but it turned over, bounced over the head of Elijah Norris and rolled all the way down to the 7.
Yeah, Norris looked like he was about ready to grab the ball, but I'm glad that he didn't. Just let it go.
So you got 5 minutes, 25 seconds to work with. You're 93 yards away from pay turf. Again, Sul Ross State over Austin College, 55-14 today. Hardin-Simmons over University of Wisconsin-Platteville in a non-conference game, 41-0. ETBU over McMurray, 28-7, and Howard Payne over Hendricks in a non-conference game, 67-10. High snap, handoff to DeSegi up the middle. Is going to be pushing the pile forward out to about the 8 or 9 for a gain of 2. Second down. Only other game on the schedule tonight. Next door neighbors TLU and Trinity going at it down at Trinity College in San Antonio.
Under 5 to go, the Pirates still can make some magic.
Yep. Second down and 8 from the 9. Dropping back. Gomez over the center of the field and a sliding catch made at the 21-yard line. Are they going to give it to him? They are. Great job there by Colby Bartlett out of the backfield. Kind of thrown behind him, but he laid out and hauled it in and picked up a big first down.
First grab of the night for Bartlett, but it was a very good, crucial grab. Enough for the first down.
The big guys up front doing a good job blocking to give Gomez some time to throw the football.
Gomez is getting more and more comfortable as the
Yeah.
game progresses. You can tell. He went through all of his progressions and then hit Bartlett there.
Hand off left side, trying to get the corner turn to Sag. Does. Makes a man miss, steps out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Gain of 2 or 3 on the play.
They only got to give him one, but
oh wow, must have been left foot, right foot.
That was a hard one that he got though. There was a few times where he could have been tackled in the backfield.
Yep. 2nd and 9 from the 22. Mitchell Garrett checks in at wide receiver, sophomore. 2nd down and 9 for Damian Gomez. To his right, he's going to take it under off right tackle. Bounce it to the outside. Flag comes down. Nice run, but it's going to be coming back out to the 38-yard line. As we're going to get a hold. And the unfortunate thing about that, Melvin, those holds that happen well behind the play, they're just not necessary.
Exactly. And Gomez with a great play, smart play, but it's going to go for nothing as this offensive line held on that play and negated a nice run.
Yep.
From 2nd and 9 to 2nd and 19 now coming.
Oh, personal foul, chop block. That's
blocks.
even worse.
Well, that's worse. Takes it all the way to the 7-yard line. That's not even a half the distance spot. But they're going to give him half the distance.
Give him half the distance, yeah, to the 11. So that's still bad enough.
Yes.
Makes it 2nd down and 20 to go.
I didn't even see the chop block. So.
I didn't either. I just kind of assumed it was a hole because that's where that usually happens at. So all the way back to the 11, 2nd down and 20. One receiver wide left, 2 to the near side. Hand off to Sager on the left side, and this time he's stacked up and driven back for a yard loss. Tommy Bowden in on the stop, had some help. Going to bring up a 3rd down and about 21. Damian Bailey also in on that stop for the crew. They gave him line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 20 from the 11.
Segu's doing everything he could to bounce outside and get more yards, and just for nothing. That Crusader defense is just swarming the ball.
JoJo Wilson checks back in.
And a timeout for the Pirates.
That stops the clock with 2:16 to go. 3rd down and 20.
The goal still is to score 6 right now.
Yeah.
That's still the goal. And with 2 minutes and 16 seconds, they actually gave the timeout to, they did give it to the Pirates. But you said you have time still to do something.
Yep. Well, thank everybody out there who tuned in tonight on Vype. Don't forget to come out to this SU Football Weekly Monday night at 6 o'clock at Jack's Lounge inside the beautiful Georgetown Sheraton. Have some player guests. Coach will talk about this game a little bit, talk about next week's game probably a little bit more. We'll have some highlights. Good food, good drink, good times, as they say.
You know, folks who are watching this, they could try to harp on the negatives, but there's a lot more positives coming out of this game than negatives. What beat the Pirates tonight was missed tackles, 3rd down conversions.
Yep.
That's going to be the story of this game for the Pirates.
And let's face it, the Crusaders are a better football team.
Yes.
You know, they're going to probably beat Southwestern 9 out of 10 times. You're just hoping for that one perfect game to bop them in the nose.
Exactly. And the Pirates came in hampered, starting quarterback not playing tonight.
Right.
So it's a myriad of things, but there was more positives than people realized coming out of this game.
Third down and 20. Gomez to his right. He's going to tuck it under again. Bounce it to the outside up to the 15, up to the 20, and out to the 22-yard line. Got a big chunk of it back, but still well shy of the first down. Going to bring up a 4th down and about 9 from the 22.
Again, Damian Gomez making plays with his legs.
And nothing beats seat time.
No.
Nothing beats Ruffs, because you don't know how long Gilpin's going to be out. You hate to risk him a little bit if Gilpin's out for a while, but at the same time, you can't get better sitting on the sidelines.
Exactly. And again, as the game went on, Gomez got more comfortable with an offense. And he's looked so much better in the second half. Obviously, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, they're just letting the play clock tick down. They're probably going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, they're going to burn their final timeout. Leaving with 82 seconds.
There's your timeout. Yep, 82 seconds to go. 68-14 your score. Well, wrapping up this busy weekend of high school sports here on Vype and college sports. We'll catch our breath and be back to do it all over again next week. Now, when we back down in San Antonio, I think you got a game next week, do you not?
Big game, #1 ranked team in the state, the Regent Knights, goes up against San Antonio Christian on Friday night, so that is a huge game. First time these two teams have met in district.
Yeah, interesting. Both of them Vype clients, but it'll be a San Antonio Christian broadcast with Melvin on the call. Speaking of TAPS football, Josh Blanchard, our producer, will be doing play-by-play next Friday night, I believe, for St. Michael's. Is that correct? Yes, sir. I couldn't remember if you had a game next week or not, but I thought you did. Yep. So far, I'm off. The Vipers have a bye week, so I'm going to hunt and see what I can find and get myself in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I did last night.
Yeah. Christina's going to kick me out of the house. Go do something. And, of course, we'll be back next Saturday night as the Pirates will take on McMurray. Punting it on, Lancaster. Another beautiful punt. Oh, juggled. No fair catch.
Nice tackle there.
Timed it well. That was Dominic Izidorchik.
I'm surprised they punted it. So we're going to get victory formation now.
1 minute, 13 seconds to go. Other action coming up next week on Vype. Let me call the schedule up here. Still kind of a light night because a lot of schools still have their byes. But next Friday night it'll be Austin Bowie against Dripping Springs. Cedar Park taking on Eastview. Lago Vista at Smithfield. Liberty Hill against Kerrville Tivy. St. Michael's against St. Anthony. That's in the Austin area. We'll give you some of the other areas here after this play. And who's got it? It's a handoff over the right side. Out to about the 47-yard line. I'm not sure anybody knew he had the ball, but it was Caden Stubing in a quarterback.
4th quarterback tonight.
Yes. Picks up about 2 yards on the play.
Dripping Springs with their first district game next Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
First 6A district game next week.
Yep. We'll also have the Eaton Eagles taking on Fossil Ridge up in the DFW area. Goose Creek Memorial taking on Baytown Lee. It'll be Needville at Stafford. Those games all in the Houston area. Stratford taking on Cy-Fair in a KPRC game of the week next Thursday night in Houston. Handoff off the right side. Not much there. Going to bring up a 3rd down and about 9. We mentioned San Antonio Christian against Regents. Cuero taking on Beeville, Deer Park volleyball, Fredericksburg volleyball, Fredericksburg football against Marble Falls, and Medina Valley football against Southside. All that coming up next week on Vype. And that is going to do it. 68-14 your final score. The Southwestern Pirates come into Belton at Crusader Stadium. Fall behind early, make a game of it in the second half. Got some points on the board to try to take a little momentum into next week, but they're going to fall here on the road and drop to 1-2 on the season. And we'll see if Coach Austin's going to talk to Chuck Tracy down on the sidelines after he greets his team. Quick thoughts, Melvin?
You know, we knew how good this Crusader team is, was, and will be. But the Pirates show a fight.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, that's what you are looking for. This is the first conference game of the season. It's nothing to hold your heads down. Just go into next week, see what you messed up, and get ready for next week. Got a lot of season to go.
A lot of season to go. It'll be the Warhawks at McMurray next Saturday night. I think it's at 6 o'clock from Birkelbach Field.
And again, the Crusaders was coming off of a loss, like the Pirates were.
Right.
And it was emotional, like, celebrating their former coach and everything else. So they had a lot of pep in their step, and they really wanted to send a message. And the Crusaders are good. They were the better football team, like you said, tonight. But the Pirates will get there.
All right, Chuck, if you're ready, it looks like Coach has got a player standing by. It looks like it might be Gomez. You got us, Chuck. If so, take it away. Oh, let's bring it back up, Joshua. All right, go ahead, Chuck. I think we got you now.
Well, I got a fine coach here.
Oh, I thought he was standing right next to you. I'm looking.
That was probably someone else in a lime jersey. I didn't see where he went. See Coach Austin. I'm going to make my way towards the tunnel.
All right, sounds good. Well, we'll keep an eye out for you here. We're going to go over some of the stats.
There he is. Hold on. Can you hear me, Merle?
Yeah, I'm sure do now. I see you. There you are.
All right. Okay, Coach. Pretty tough night. I know we're going to talk about it a lot more on Monday. Initial thoughts.
Well, their offense is amazing. They're really, really good on offense. Maybe the best Division III offense I've ever seen. They got an All-American at every position. So it was a tough challenge. We had some really good plays on defense. We got them in the third and long several. They out-athleted us a little bit. So I think going forward on offense and defense, we have to get better from a schematic standpoint to be a little more consistent.
Well, I think when you get into film, you'll see some positives, certainly some negatives. We got McMurray coming up next week. What are your early thoughts on that game?
I was just worried about this one.
We'll
talk about that on Monday, I guess.
I understand, Coach. Good luck, and we'll see you on Monday night.
Thank you.
Back to you, Merle.
All right, thanks, Chuck. We'll get your thoughts before we sign off there. Thanks to Coach for taking the time on a tough night. What are your thoughts on the performance?
Sir. Well, it was obviously a very tough game. Merle, you and I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. After the Cal Lutheran game, we thought, this is a pretty good ball club. The defense plays really well. Shot at keeping this game close. You come into it with some injuries, but the next man stepped up, and as you guys talked about throughout the broadcast, Damian Gomez played really well.
He did.
It was, as Coach said, a team full of athletes, and as you saw, even their second and third unit guys could step up and compete for playing time, and really, it's probably a tough choice for these Crusader coaches picking the starters with so many players to choose from.
Yes. Good problem to have, right?
Yeah, I think I could live with that as a coach. Yes, sir.
Well, Chuck, appreciate it. I know it was a hot night for you down there. Thanks for hanging in there, and we'll talk to you on Monday night.
Definitely. We'll see you on Monday night, Merle. Back to you.
All right, Chuck Racy down to the sidelines. Thanks to him for all of his help. And, 68-14 the final score. We got the final stats here. What stood out to you, Melvin?
Outside of the obvious, where the Pirates were 4 for 16 on third down conversions, the time of possession is just crazy.
Yeah.
A 2-to-1 factor for the Pirates over the Crusaders in time of possession. You don't see that in a 68-14 for the other team, but that's what it was. Pirates had the ball for 39 minutes and 16 seconds, and the Crusaders 20 minutes and 44 seconds.
Two-thirds of the time.
Yes, and that you don't see that
Yeah.
in a blowout situation, but that's where we are. Once again, Damian Gomez, you can say nothing but good things about him. 26 for 35 tonight, 213 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, but he was very, very efficient and was more comfortable as the game went on. And coming into the situation where he was coming in for the starter against this team, have nothing but good things to say about them.
So some of the other numbers that stood out here, looking at the Southwestern's coach mentioned they had some good plays. At the college level, you want to get around 450, maybe 500 yards of total offense. Pirates had 311. A little low, but not ridiculously low.
No.
And it certainly came up in the second half. To his point about their offense, 611 yards.
Amazing.
And the only reason they didn't have more is because the football field is only 100 yards long.
Exactly. And again, after the first quarter, the Pirates just could never rebound and get their footing right. Now in the second half, they played so much better and they were comfortable. But that first half, that first quarter in particular, it really drained them. They were down 28-0 at the end of one. So, I mean, considering the circumstances, I believe that they outplayed the Crusaders in the second half. They were very efficient in that.
Yep.
So, kudos to the Pirates. They will get better, folks. I'm telling you right now, they will get better. If this game was played later on in the season, this would not be the score.
Totally agree. So any final thoughts here before we let you go?
I like this Pirate team. I like where they're going. And they have a lot of good players. And when they bring it all together, they can be pretty good within conference. I mean, you got the two obvious favorites with the Crusaders and Hardin. But Southwestern is going to be good. Southwestern is going to be good. They're going to fight for that 3 seed within the league. So they're going to be all right. This Crusader team, however, they are the national champions for a reason.
They are. They play at a different level.
Yes.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. And again, we'll be back with you next week from Birkebach Field in Georgetown as the Pirates will host the McMurray Warhawks. Don't forget to come out to Jack's Lounge at the Georgetown Sheraton each and every Monday night at 6 o'clock for our SU Football Weekly Show with Coach Austin. And if you can't make it, we'll be broadcasting that on Vype.com and SouthwesternPirates.com as well. From our broadcast partner tonight, Melvin Jones, thank you for stepping up. TJ will be back next week.
TJ, thank you for letting me step in. I kept the seat warm for you.
You did a great job. It made a big difference. So thank you for coming out tonight. We'll see if we can get you in some of these other broadcasts on the road.
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens.
Let's do it.
Our sideline reporter, Chuck Tracy. Cameraman, Jacob Gonzalez. Nice job, sir. Producer, Josh Blanchard. Quality Control Administrator, Christina Weber, my better half. I got to say nice things to her. I got to sleep outside. Technical Director, Cinna Vincott. Graphics and Technical Support, Joshua Kuzik. And everyone at Vype Media. My name is Merle Berkshire, signing out from Crusader Stadium in Belton, where the Southwestern Pirates have fallen tonight to the University of Mary Hardin Baylor Crusaders by a final score of 68-14. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you next week for more Pirates football right here on Vype. Good night, everybody.